Hey, we are here with some Laughing Shall We Die, playing some more Torchbearer. And today, it's kind of... I wanted to say today's the beach episode. But...
It's the shopping episode.
It's shopping
That's
episode.
the depression episode.
If by shopping we meant trying to not die from
Yeah.
a mundane grind.
The thing you're shopping for is living. So the first thing I think we'll start with, so you guys kind of exited the dungeon last time. Kagan got hit in the face with a shield and got the injured condition.
Oh, that's right.
Everybody else has a bunch of other conditions too. But before we actually get to the town, technically one of you, I think it might have been Eldred, has a check. Who actually used their trade against themselves? I think it was Jared's character. Is that sound right to you?
It's been so long, I don't remember.
I mean, hopefully we marked it on your character sheet.
I don't remember either.
In theory, what we're supposed to be doing.
I thought it was Connor, though, when like a book burned up in his hand or something.
Is it the thing to get rid of
It
conditions?
is, yes. Yeah, Kagan has one check on Dream Haunted. That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about.
So, the thing with checks, right, is you want to spend them before you get to town. Otherwise, they're discarded. And you also found, like, Eldred made a roll to get shelter for your donkey. So you've already found a camp site. So it makes sense to make camp there, spend your one check, try to recover from something before actually getting back to town, right? So let me take a look at the, camp procedure stuff. If you look at the handout section, there is one of them is called camp phase procedures, and this will be following along in there. Okay, so you found a location. Someone has a check. The next thing to consider is so this is you three, right, getting back to your little cave in the mountains here that you shoved your donkey into. The donkey's fine. Eldred made a successful roll to find proper shelter that would actually keep the donkey safe. The next thing to decide basically is, do you want to set a watch or not? In this case, it's probably totally fine to set a watch. There's not going to be much in the way of downsides because you only have one check, which means only one person can make a recovery roll. And the only downside, the downside to being the character on watch is that you can't roll to recover or memorize spells or whatever.
Okay.
But as long as Oskaladd or Eldred, I think it makes sense maybe for what's happening here, right? Is Kagan's going to try to get his wound taken care of. Because that's the most serious recovery thing that probably needs to be done.
Right.
And then after, then in town, you can figure out the rest of the stuff. So if Oskaladd or Eldred wants to be, maybe it makes sense for Eldred to be the one.
Yeah, I think I get a bonus.
Probably you have scout, right?
I think you do, yeah. I think you do.
I think I get a
elf.
class bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a race bonus.
Or I guess it's kind of the same in Torchbearer since they're kind of tied together as an elf ranger, but yeah, I think it's +1 successes in survival, or sorry, wilderness camps, I believe is what it is. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I think I might actually have it on here. Oh yeah, camp event. It's probably in the camp events handout. Because basically what will happen is we will make a quick roll to make sure that nothing has entered your camp and there's not any other disastrous thing that's going on that would preclude being camping. I believe Eldred gets a success added to this or a +1 added to this or whatever it is. I think you're just rolling flat dice. I don't think there's successes involved here. But there's also a good chance of something really good happening too, especially with Eldred's bonus.
Okay.
Let me find the document here. We can do it further. Okay, camp events. And I should probably just open the camp. 1, 2. Okay.
What PDF thing are the classes in?
I don't know. I don't see it in handouts here. I think I made a Google Doc of it, right? And didn't I?
I'm on Google Drive thing right now.
I think I might have just sent it to you guys as a PDF. Which means it would be up in the messages a bunch. You might be able to find it by looking at I think Facebook Messenger has like a files tab. You can just like find all the files that have been sent in a specific thread. So for camp events, you use the survivalist skill to find or make shelter for an outdoor camp. So you get +1 to the camp events roll. And you are a ranger, so another +1. And setting watch grants another +1. So you'll have a +3 to the camp events roll.
Okay. And am I rolling
So-
scout?
I think you're just rolling like a flat D6 sort of situation thing. I think it's maybe 2D6. Let me find this. You're rolling 3D6 +3. So just go ahead and /R. Type that in, then we'll see what camp events might happen. Actually, before you do this, you also have to decide: are you keeping a dark camp or not? Are we setting a fire?
We should do whatever is less likely to get us into a fight because we don't have time to do a battle in the 7th.
Yeah. No fire.
So dark camps, reduce the danger of calamity befalling your camp. Yes. But actions that require fire, like cooking, distilling, but the most important one, in addition, all recovery tests suffer a +1 op penalty. Because you're doing it in the dark. So I think the situation here is that oh, here we go. So it's a typical camp, so there's no bonus. Use a danger penalty. Okay. Yeah, so there's not much. The only thing that really matters for choosing this is, do you want the +1 ob or not? Because it won't actually make it more dangerous because you're in a safe place to make a camp. So if you're in an unsafe place, you can mitigate the possibility of like the negative thing that happens because you have an unsafe camp by not setting a fire.
Does it cost some kind of resource?
I don't think it does. Yeah, I think it's.
We might as well.
Yeah, I think it's probably safe to do it.
Cool.
Only other thing, yeah, just rolling. Yep. So 3d6 +3, and I'll let you know what you get. So, whoever wants to roll that, I don't know if.
Oh, I assumed it was Jared, right?
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 66. So 3
+3 total, not
/R space 3d6 +3. Like you're literally just getting a flat +3 to the final roll. Yeah.
Oof.
So 10. I think that's bad, but not like really bad. Yeah. Okay. The only thing that happens is it's 1 away from having a safe camp. It's the event here is unlucky. 1 character drops a carried item and it either breaks or disappears down a crevice. Game master chooses. So basically, while you're getting into this small shelter, someone's loose item like falls and breaks or something. Let's go ahead and take a look at what sort of stuff makes sense for this. An easy thing would be something that's in one of your guys' pockets.
My pocket's empty.
Yeah, your pocket's empty now, yeah.
I think Connor's is too. I think he used his pocket oil.
Used my pocket what?
Your pocket oil?
Pocket oil. I literally heard pocket lint. And I was like,
I mean, you probably
I'm sorry.
Does anyone have if you're looking at your kit
I
here, anything that like makes sense?
I have a silver lancet. I don't even know what that is.
I think that's like a part of your. It's like a relic for your spell,
Tinderbox?
your invocation or whatever.
Is the literal
No, I
only
still
thing
have. I still have a flask of oil.
Okay, yeah, let's just say that Kagan. Let's maybe say this, because I think we were going back and forth on whether or not Kagan was actually like knocked unconscious for a longer period of time last time. Maybe let's say this: Oscalad had to carry him out, right? Because he was unconscious until you get to camp, right? Once you get to camp, he recovers and he's fine, and we can make the check and whatnot, right? But let's say at some point along that, the flask of oil falls out and gets lost because Oscalad doesn't know to watch out for it, right? It's just kind of in Kagan's pockets and he's just unconscious.
Sure.
So yeah, you lose your flasks of oil there, Kagan. But otherwise, everybody's fine. Really, probably the only thing at this point, because you're not going back into the dungeon, the only thing that really is relevant out of the things you do in camp is just like trying to roll to recover here.
Right.
You only have one check anyway. So I think the idea here is that Oscalad is probably the one making the check, but I think he can do it by spending Kagan's check, because you'd be the one with like the actual skill for this, right?
Yeah, the problem is that, like, I have an instinct that lets me do it for free and a wise, but I literally can't use anything, and I get -1 to my skill. So I quite literally have to get 4 successes on 2 dice.
Lovely.
To fix injury.
So that's when you start banking in all of your nature things and all of that stuff, which we haven't even really touched.
Bye-bye, Caleb.
As to say, is that just me or?
No. Caleb's gonzo.
Oh, did I?
Oh, there. Now you're back.
Oh, did
He's
I?
back.
I broke for a second.
Yeah. I was just saying that I have 2 dice to get 4 successes with, and then you started to explain something and cut out.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to find the recovery stuff. This would be to point to do like nature and stuff. That's what it's there for, is to, like, when you need a bunch of dice, spend a persona point, add all your nature.
I have nothing about my nature that would help at all.
Again, but that's one of the options for nature, is to do it even though it doesn't help, and there's a possibility of it getting taxed if something goes wrong. But nature is like a very powerful and versatile thing that you can decrease when you use it when it's not in a situation that, like...
Oh, because you have the nature score. I see. Okay.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
You can only do it inherently if it's one of your descriptors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me look at injured real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
Recovering from injury, OB4 health test. Oh, it's an OB4 health test to recover from the injury. A healer may treat an injury and remove the condition outside of the standard recovery order. So you're really making this healer test in replacement for that recovery test that Kagan would have to make instead. And actually, it's only going to be an OB2, David, because it's just bumps and bruises. Like, I mean, you slammed him in the face with your shield, but you didn't, right? Like, I don't think it's anything more than that.
It changes depending on the nature of the injury.
It does, yeah. It says the obstacle for the healer test is based on the type of injury suffered. Bumps and bruises, OB2, swords, cuts, and broken bones, OB3, or burns, OB4. If the healer test succeeds, remove the penalty and condition. So it's only an OB2 test, and Kagan won't have to make a separate roll if you succeed.
So say I wasn't able to do this, and he had to make a health. Is it still OB4, even if for bumps and bruises?
Yes, I think so.
Oof. All right. I mean, I'll still... So I just spend 1 persona and I get 4 more dice for nature. Is that how that works?
I believe so. Let me double check this section here.
Sick.
So you're acting with outside of your nature. You Oh, I see. Yeah, so there's acting within or with outside of your nature. And if you basically, the idea is if you're in a situation that's not covered by one of your nature descriptors and don't have the proper skill, you can use your nature. Either if it's in your nature descriptor or not within your nature descriptor, it's easier to do it if it's within. And then you also have the option to spend a persona point to channel and get the full dice. Channeling outside of your nature.
Right?
Yes, exactly. Channeling outside of your nature, in this case, spending the persona, your nature rating is temporarily reduced by 1. If acting outside of your nature and you failed the
Okay.
test, your character's nature is temporarily taxed by the margin of failure. So it's automatically reduced by 1 just by using it. But if you like fail the test, even after getting all of this dice, right, then it can be taxed further
Right.
than that. But
Okay.
it's not permanent tax. It's just like temporary.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So if you want to spend a persona point, you can get your full nature dice to this.
Yeah.
Am I
sure.
able to help him with that, or
Do you have healer?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you have
Doesn't-
a relevant skill here.
Dude, Kagan, did you end up not taking healer because I had it? I know you were going to originally, right? But
Yes, I believe so.
okay.
Well, okay, hold up. I
Oh
can
no, you
double
have
check
healer.
skills.
You have it.
I have healer. I thought you were looking at my character sheet, and that's why you said that.
Oh no, I was just
Nope,
asking.
I do have it. Yes.
So can you help me heal you?
I think so. Yeah.
Can I?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're not actually unconscious like in the rules, right?
I like how there's a mechanical explanation for dead that says you may not test help or use wises, as if that matters.
Well, there's ways to become undead.
Yeah.
Not
I guess.
undead, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. No,
back
no
to
longer
being
dead.
alive. Yeah.
The downside is I don't get a test for this because I'm, I don't know, angry or something.
Yeah.
So my obstacle is 2. Why is everything so laggy? There we go.
Let me check real quick and see what other forks.
What's your score in healer, David?
3.
Okay, -2.
So Eldred, actually, because you have survivalist, you can help. But except you're taking a watch. I don't think you can if you're taking a watch.
and I think we're all injured, so I don't think we can accept or give help at all either.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, there is one of the conditions that does that, isn't there?
Yeah, it's like there's a
Let's take a
condition
look.
for everything.
Yeah. No help or afraid. Yep.
Which one? Yeah, but we don't have that one, right?
Yeah, Kagan does at least. So,
Oh, should I? I don't have it marked.
I think so, because I think it happened because everybody. No, actually, I think you were probably fine. I think Kagan must have got it separately because afraid is the last one that happens on the normal
I don't have
recovery track,
afraid either.
or not the grind. So yeah,
Oh.
Kagan must have got it separately then.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I don't have it.
So
Neither.
I'm curious what that means because
But
it says
I'm also
no
unlocked,
no
so-
help or beginner's luck, but does that mean you can't receive help or you can't give help? Let me.
I assume you can't give help because I mean, an afraid person can be helped, but they can't. They're probably not going to be of much help. I would
Can't
imagine.
offer help or use beginner's luck. Yep.
Yeah,
So-
that's kind
so-
of what I figured.
So Kagan can't offer help here because
Can't
he's
in
still
this
afraid.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Not only we figured that all that out.
Okay. Roll.
There you go.
Cool.
All right, so you can unmark injured Kagan, which is good because it's a pain to try to recover from that, like in town.
So I actually didn't have injured marked to begin with. I had sick
Like-
marked and exhausted and afraid, angry, and hungry and thirsty.
Yep. And
Was I
that-
supposed to have injured?
You were. That was the very last thing that happened in the session, so you just probably.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. But it's fine because you don't have it anymore. All right, cool. So I think the assumption, right, is that you break camp. So Oskalad's like, sorry for hitting you in the face with my shield. Does Kagan say anything about that?
I think we had a conversation about that. We were like, I was basically like, well, your eyes were glowing. So, and I think at the time I thought they were glowing red and I had missed that they were glowing blue. But
I think it's fair enough either way. Like,
yeah,
your eyes are glowing. Who knows what's happening? Just hit him in the face.
yeah. And at that point he'd made like 3 terrible decisions in a row regarding this evil
Yes.
magic stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like, mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So I don't know if he is sorry, but he's still going to help him anyways.
Yeah, does Kagan say anything in response, basically?
I'm not certain, so
Well,
I'm going to
because
say no for now.
The very last thing that happened, right, is you were about to see this vision. You were like seeing
That's
the
right.
vision from the gem, and then Oskalad hit you in the face. So
Yeah, I think he might just be like irritated, but
That's true.
More
You
men,
do
we
have
don't
the
talk about
you
how we
have the
feel.
angry condition marked, so it's fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like it's the time or place really to like have a
have a
little
confrontation
powwow
or
about it
anything,
either way.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Inside and outside of like the meta of the game.
Fair enough. Okie dokie. So it's time to go to town. I assume what's happening here. Yeah. I assume what's happening here basically, right, is that you guys are, you get all of the gold and stuff from the dungeon, you put it in the minecart, you attach the minecart to the donkey, which I think there needs to be a roll for. I don't think we made that roll last time, did we?
For what?
Yeah, we did not make that roll. So
secure the
someone, because
minecart to the
you have a
donkey.
minecart and you have a donkey. They're not built to go together. So to get it, because the idea was the only way you're going to be able to carry this treasure down the mountain is like with the donkey. So there's going to be some roll here to like put that together. Luckily, I did find out the grind resets when you make camp. I think you guys were at the turn of the grind anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But if you say you made 3 tests in the grind and then you made camp, it goes back to 1.
Oh,
right.
Okay. That's nice.
So that's a trick you can use if you're ever about to go over and you're like, we need to make camp now so we get some extra time.
Right. Okay.
But yes, I think it was gonna be like a peasant test or something.
I have laborer. I don't think that counts.
One of the skills I have deals with rope. I don't remember what it is though.
Oh, dungeoneering or dungeoneer. I think that might have been the one that I. Oh no, maybe not.
Either that or survivalist, I think would make sense.
So survivalist.
So you tie knots in the wild.
You do, but it is not listed as one of the things that you do with the skill.
I have laborer. Does that help?
I think it's a peasant role. Oh, let's see.
You have laborer?
Survivalists
I have a 2 in it.
Survivalists are adept at
I'll only be rolling a 2, I think.
making
2.
shelters, finding water.
But so far, every time I've been like, I have labor.
So it does say jury rigging tools is one of the things that survivalists can do. Oh, we broke. There you go.
Oh, I think you're back now.
I don't know why internet's breaking, but it does say in survivalist that it's jury rigging tools is one of the things that survivalists can do. So that seems within the preview. So I think it's gonna be an ob.
Can I help him with laborer?
Yeah,
no, I'm not afraid of it. Yeah, cool.
Laborers work with minecarts.
They do. The only help that's listed like naturally for survivalist is peasant. Laborer is like heavy lifting and stuff. I don't know if that's really what's like the actual like role here is just
the
jury rigging it
in place.
it's the actual like fashion.
He's like slightly holding it up so I can tie it.
Yeah, I don't think it helps enough to get a whole dice on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I fork in dungeoneer?
Okay. I guess I should have taken peasant. Laborer seems kind of useless.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I did offer a few. There were a few things in the dungeon that if they had happened would have been good for laborer. Like if you had gone in that one tunnel that like it was going to collapse. There was a whole thing there that you could use laborer for. But
yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
I think survivalist makes sense. Or sorry, dungeoneer makes sense as a fork there, Eldred.
It's still an impossible roll.
Well, you can channel your nature if you'd like.
You said it was ob 3. Oh, but we have a -1 to skills. Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You could spend a persona. That's how you level up anyways.
But that's such a worthless roll.
Well, not really. We can't get our gold back to town if we don't do it. So
yes. Yeah, persona. That's only 1 extra dice though. It's the odds of it. I still need 100% roll.
It's only 1 extra dice.
Yeah, it's.
Well, no, I'd be rolling 4 -1.
Oh, I
so
see.
That's only 3.
Oh, but I think
so it's adding.
Caleb was saying you could tap nature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what
I'd be
dice are you
rolling
rolling
4.
right now? If you're rolling without nature, what are you rolling?
2.
And what is your nature?
2, he said. Yeah.
4.
Yeah, so you're
So you'd
rolling
get
6
6.
dice.
Oh. Oh, you
But
add your
you add your
okay, I thought
nature.
you-
But
okay.
because it's not one of your descriptors, your nature gets temporarily
Taxed by
taxed,
1.
which is what I just did to heal Connor. Because I don't have it in my nature to do this stuff either, to heal. But
Yeah, so you
it
can
just
still
makes
do
your
it. It's
nature go
just
down.
makes your nature go down by
Can
1.
I use my
temporarily.
firstborn trait?
No, because we're something that makes us so we can't use traits.
Yes.
So annoying.
You basically can't use anything on your character sheet except for your
Nature.
persona and fate for nature and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
There you go. You got it
Got
anyways.
6 successes.
That was also
What the-
scout.
Wait, what?
You rolled scout.
Oh my gosh, you got 4 5s and 2 6s.
Do you have the same dice in scout as you do
Probably
survivalist?
not.
And what?
You rolled scout instead of survivalist.
Oh, oops. Well, -1 success. But still a pass.
I'll allow it.
That was a pretty.
This
I'm even letting you
time.
take a success dice. I'm not. It's fine.
Yeah.
Only
Cool.
one of those was not a success, anyways. Yeah. Nice.
All right. Yeah. So the grind does advance 1, but it doesn't matter because
Right.
it's now into town we go. And because you have a map, right?
Yeah.
That goes right back to town. You can just arrive. So let's do this, shall we? First thing that happens is you arrive at the gates. There's like a whole thing for this. Let me find this.
Put a blanket over all our gold so they don't know that it's all gold.
Do you have a blanket or something along those lines?
we have
a
basic traveling gear.
That's true. Yeah, you have survivalist as a skill, so you probably have at least have a blanket or a tarp or something.
I have a cloak.
That's true. Yeah.
I put my cloak.
Yeah, you just
on
put
it.
your cloaks over it. Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Okay, so first thing that happens is you. Oh, interesting. Okay, I overcomplicated this stuff. Apparently, you can just spend checks when you're approaching town to recover from conditions. You don't have to actually have to make camp. Nothing bad happened.
Yeah. No big deal.
Except for, I guess, take your flasks of oil back, Kagan,
Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose.
because it was an unnecessary.
David
to actually
should
make
get
that
his
camp.
persona point back.
No, I still would have done that because I
Yeah.
healed Connor.
You still have
It's
to
just
make
that
the
we didn't
roll.
have to camp to do
You don't have
that,
to
and
camp
he
to do
lost his oil as a consequence of that. So
You're talking
Yeah,
about the
that's
one that
all.
was in my pocket, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you didn't actually
Yeah.
lose it because we didn't have to make camp, and that's why it happened. So
Oh, I see.
The
That was
players
the only thing that would've been
dispose
different,
of spoiled
That
food.
makes
So
sense.
the idea is, as soon as you reach town, all of your food is just.
But I mean, now we know.
Oh man, why is Zoom breaking?
The more you know. All right, I guess
Sorry, Zoom was breaking again.
to that gold we're going to spend just trying to get the stuff
I
back
assume
that
all
we
of it.
used to get that gold. Yeah, probably. Also, every time you do a check, you have to like spend more gold at the end of the day, and we all have like 4 of them. So
You just got to be smart about it.
we're
Sorry,
gonna have
Zoom
to
broke
spend
again.
a small fortune just to like not be sad.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Zoom broke again.
That's all right.
Yeah, you just got to be smart about it and try to figure out the most optimal way to do it. So you can.
So is it literally every time we do a check at all, like for any of us,
No.
it costs more money?
No, like there's certain things you can do for free.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll go through that. So the thing I was trying to say before the Zoom broke, I think I found the problem though and fixed it, so it shouldn't happen again.
Okay. Cool.
You dispose of any food you have on you. Basically the assumption is any food that you had,
spoils.
it spoils, and you just have to like throw to the dogs basically. So we just see like you guys getting to the gates, and there's all these like stray dogs. And you're just like tossing food.
And we don't have any food left.
Well, perfect. And then
we take the dogs and eat them. There you go.
Those dogs go hungry. Suck it.
Then the game master rolls for town events as on the appropriate town events table and applies the results. If no disaster, proceed with the town phase. So
Good. There's a famine and we all die.
yeah, it could be bad, but I don't think
Right.
there's any negatives or anything that I'm rolling here, so it should be fine.
It's gonna be bandits, and we'll have to fight all of the things.
Right. So now it's just I'm gonna roll a 3d6, and we'll see what we get. 13 is a good number.
Nice.
So 13, and this is, what is this, a busy crossroads? Is that what we decided this is? Yes, it is.
Sure.
13, market glut. Reduce the resources obstacle for affected goods by 1. If an item is reduced to ob 0, you may purchase 2 for the price of 1 instead. Roll 1d6 for the affected commodity. Okay, so there's a d6 here, and one of these items will be cheaper. So
it's gonna be something we don't need.
Hey, oil, tar, and pitch. So torches and lanterns.
Sick.
So those will be decreased by 1 for buying.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy as much oil as we can, go to a different town, sell all the oil.
Sure, yes, we could just make this market simulator. There's actually an entire subsystem for like doing that. So
that's funny.
We can hard left turn this campaign.
That's cool.
Okay, cool. So if that comes up, we'll know that that's 1 less.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
And then, has anyone spent the requisite rewards, Artha-wise, for leveling up?
No, I'm sure I haven't. I've only spent 1 of each.
Yeah, I think it's 3 of each.
Oh, geez. I gotta find.
I
have enough. Yeah, I just gotta find stuff to spend them on.
I'm gonna spend 3 fate this session. That's my goal. Then I can level up.
My goal is to level up.
I already succeeded my goal for this session. My actual goal. Can I get my fate for that right now, Caleb?
What?
Or my persona?
No. Connor, you don't have any listed persona. Did you spend them all last time?
Back in the second.
Okay.
That's probably the case. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you weren't forgetting.
I think I just had 1 and then spent it.
I think you had 1 of each and you spent them both.
Yeah.
Oh, we should be marking that though too. On the side there where it says total spent.
Yep, I have it.
Well, I
have 1 on each. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, they were at 0 before.
Oh, sure, Caleb.
I'm
pretty.
Yeah. So I think you must have spent 2 fate because I know you got 2 fate, and if you have 0 fate, it should be 2 there.
Whatever you say, Caleb.
Basically, what I'm trying to yell at you for not marking this. You gotta mark it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Mark these notes.
Okay, the next thing on here is divide loot and strategize. The player should discuss their current conditions and divide their loot.
I'll keep everything that's on my character sheet. You guys keep everything that's on your character sheet. Does that sound good?
Nice try, Eldred. Yeah, so if there's any like splitting of the goods that needs to happen here, now would be the time. But I guess we can also just like decide on a case by case basis who needs the gold.
Is there anything we want to fight about?
I want the black sword.
Yeah, there's like the sword and the gem are like the main things.
Yeah, I figured you'd keep the gem, I'd keep the sword, and neither of us tell David.
I mean,
hey, David.
How does David not know?
So he doesn't have access to my character sheet.
I meant Oscalad. How does Oscalad not know?
Yeah.
I don't think he wants either of those, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
What do I not want? What's wrong?
You want the sword.
No, I don't want that thing. Although I don't really know that I want anybody else to have it either.
Oscalad does have the gem that you guys got.
The Shadow Pearl? Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to do anything with that, you'll have to fight
so
over
Connor,
it.
you need to get the gem back from him if you want it.
Would Oscalad give him the gem?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, sorry. You're looking at my
that makes sense.
stomach.
If he asked for it, would you? Is the real question.
No. If you ask for it, maybe, but no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm sure that there is some kind of church here that I have too much trust in, and I'll probably give it to. So
Interesting. Okay. I mean, so Kagan, that's like,
It's bad news for me.
yeah, like you're definitely gonna want that. Like it seems like a very important artifact for your whole goal here.
I might just steal it from the
from the temple.
church after he gives it to him.
Lovely.
yeah, a week later I see you playing with it. I'm like, hey, where'd you get that?
Yeah.
I bought it from the church. They sold it to me.
Yeah, it was so weird. I gave it. They were like, hey, we don't want this.
Okay, so when entering town, players decide where and how long they want to stay. They can sleep on the streets or shamble about begging for coins, or they can put themselves up at a fancy hotel and spend their gold in high fashion.
Can we live on the streets and not beg for coins since we have lots of money?
No, we can get more coins. David, you gotta get more coins.
No, that's true, I guess. Yeah. We can beg for money and then go back to our house with our
So the big thing to
cars.
consider here is that the higher class place you stay, the easier it will be to recover from your stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cool.
How much gold do they each cost?
Yeah, here's the thing. We need to like at least make sure that we have enough food and water and stuff that next time we go out, we're not gonna die. So we should, I don't know if we're allowed to do this in this order, but I'd like to know how much of our money we have to save to have provisions so that we can just spend the rest of it.
Yeah, so if the thing you care about is what do you actually need to get? You need food and like torches and lanterns, basically?
The things that we kept using was oil for the lantern, probably another lantern for when I inevitably lose mine, and then food and water. That was basically what we needed constantly. Yeah. So as long as we can get those things in some decent amount of, some reasonable quantity, then I'm not really worried, and we can kind of just do whatever we want with the rest of the money. I just want to make sure we don't get to the end of this and be like, well, we have no food for the next time.
Yeah. Let's find out how much D we have to work with first.
I mean, you have plenty. Let me. It's on your sheet here, Jared. You have.
I have 19. I was asking about
that's most. I don't know if anyone else has.
I think you were probably accounting for all of it. I hope you didn't mix that in with. Did you have any already?
I've picked up everything that I've picked up. I know some of you picked up your own stuff.
Did you start with gold?
Yeah, that's in here already.
Did you combine it with the gold that we got?
Wait a second.
Because you shouldn't do that.
We have 21 gold.
Well, don't count your gold in our collective gold, because we're not going to spend your gold.
So 21 collectively. Everybody has?
Well,
or 19
collectively, and then I have...
He has 4.
Okay. Yeah, Kagan has a ring worth 1 die and a pouch of gold coins worth 2 dice that he can spend. Okay. I don't think Ostlad has... No, Kagan.
No, yeah, I don't have anything. I don't think.
Yeah, you don't have anything
shoes.
Inherently valuable.
I have a shadow pearl thing. How much can I sell that for?
Yeah, you could probably try to sell it. Yeah. The thing is, if you just care about selling it, then it's probably not going to go to a respectable.
I'll sell it to the church. It's like selling to a museum, right? Like they expect that you did some work to get this here.
They'll want, you're basically guilting them into buying it. It's just like, oh, if you guys don't take it, I'm just going to sell it.
Hey, if you don't want it, I can just toss into the gutter and some demon can find it,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the 2 things that are being considered here, right, is rations. If you want to get like the preserved rations you had before, those are ob 2 for 3 portions.
Does that mean they cost 2? How does that work for if you have
you
zero
have to
resources?
Make a test. So you have to make a test with the gold you have, right?
Who has Haggler?
So it's like burning wheel, right? You if you have 0 resources, you have to add gold to make the test possible because you're getting help dice basically.
Oh,
and then you can advance it if you get a successful test because it only takes 1 test to advance, and then hey, you have a resource of 1 now.
But then, so what you're saying is we'd have to spend 2 of our gold to buy food, like 1 thing of food, or 3 things of food, but 1.
You would spend as much gold as you would want to get dice on the test to buy the food. Right.
And what does haggling do to that?
Haggling will decrease the ob by 1 if you succeed.
Interesting. Okay. So I mean, I guess
Luckily,
our
Kagan
goal
has
here
haggling.
should just be to try and get everybody 1 resources, probably. I think, right?
But we can't do that because we have stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we can spend all of our money later. I just want to know how much we're going to be spending so that we can save that much.
Yeah. So
So we should get rid
did
of all
you
our
each
crap
have
first.
one like thing of like 1 pack worth of rations last time, and you ate 3 each basically? Was that what happened?
So
Yeah,
3.
that
You
sounds
get
right.
3 in 1 pack.
Yeah.
For
One
an
thing of
optic
rations
test.
is 3 meals, basically, which I
That's what
think
we
is
had.
what. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what
So
everybody had.
basically, we should all just do that.
Everybody needs to make an
hopefully we
ob2
all-
test basically.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll all succeed. Oh, it's an ob2 test though. So
But with haggling, if Kagan does some haggling, you can get it down to 1.
yeah,
Or we
that's a
could
lot
just have
yeah.
Kagan roll every resource roll and have like 50 resources.
Well, I
Let's just
assume that
have
it
0.
takes more than that. What happens when you get 1? How many do you have to do?
I'm pretty sure
So
it's
if
just
you have 1 resource, every time, really? What if you have 2? Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So if you have 2, you need 2 passes and 1 fail. But to get 1,
you just
you just
1.
need a success, and to get 2, you just need a success.
Yeah, let's
Wait,
just
hold
give
on.
everything to Connor. That
Why isn't this updating?
He'll probably end up with like 3 resources or 4.
It's probably not updating, David, because you have one of the conditions checked that makes you not be able to advance stuff.
Yeah, the character sheet just doesn't function if you have conditions.
Well,
It's
no,
like it functions like your character does.
It's just being slow. It's because I'm on a workstation
I see.
thing. But yeah, I know. So it's working. I put it back down to 1, but then the advancement bubbles didn't go away, so I was confused. But then I just did it again, and now they did go away. So
cool. So I think it probably would be a good idea for everyone here. I mean, everyone's going to have to make a resource test at the very end of the town cycle anyway, so it doesn't matter that much, right? Because you have to do your lifestyle. That's like what everybody has to make. Also, keep in mind though, if you really did want to do this, you could skip out on your bill and leave without paying. It's just that you've now made an enemy of this town.
Oh my god!
It's an option to do.
That's hilarious. So if I go to the Wendy's and I don't pay, the government of Janesville is like, yeah.
I mean, yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's like petty theft. I don't know, making an enemy. I guess I don't know.
This also isn't modern America where like stealing and this is a very small town.
Yeah, I guess that's well. I know it's a major crossroads, right?
It's a busy crossroads in a medieval era.
Well, yeah, that's enough. They won't even know who you are. All right,
and you'll never be able to come back.
So now that we know, I mean, that's a lot of money to set aside.
So remember that, and then you also, if you wanted to get more like lantern stuff, that's the only other thing to consider.
That's a lot.
And with the decreased ob that you have from the town events roll, it'll cost ob 1 to get 4 torches, or ob 2 to buy a lantern, or if you want like just the oil flasks, it's where is that? I'm not finding it. Oh, here we go. It's ob 1 for 2 flasks. So those are the only other things you have to consider, basically. Unless you want to buy like actual gear, like weapons or whatever.
So, all right, sorry. Now that I've distracted instead of what's the lifestyle options?
Yes. So your options are you can sleep on the streets, which is for free. But no recovery tests are possible when it says, this is what it says. No recovery tests are possible when staying on the streets, you hobo.
Lovely.
You can stay in a stable, like just like in the barn or whatever, right? For ob 1 base cost. And recovery tests, you can make 1 recovery test. I think is how this works.
We have to live in a 5-star hotel.
Give us the one that lets us do unlimited.
I was gonna say the highest is like hotel, which is a base cost of 3. And
each
then,
or for all of us?
Each. For each person who chooses this option.
That's like all of our gold.
Yeah. That would be pretty
we'd have 10 left between us.
Can you spend persona on resources rolls?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
All right, sick. Never mind, I'm not that worried anymore.
So
I have to spend all this.
Let me actually find this here. I'm confused as to what it's saying here. So hotel meals are provided, free recovery from hungry and thirsty.
Sick. Like some of that.
The service is so posh, adventurers automatically recover from the exhausted condition.
Sick.
In addition, guests may make 2 free recovery tests and up to 2 additional tests at their expense. So it would increase your expense.
Oh wow! So we could recover from everything for free. Well, for free.
Very theoretically.
For just staying in a hotel, yeah.
Right.
Also, staying at the hotel grants a +1 die bonus to recover from sick and injured.
Cool. That's good because we're all sick.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be worth it.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Can we haggle to get that down?
Oh, except sorry, I shouldn't have said this. Busy Crossroads does not have a hotel. There's just like certain settlement types that have this.
What?
Let's see the highest.
Is that one of the bigger ones?
It's not one of the biggest ones. It's close, but not quite. It has most of the options, but not that one. So it has.
Oh, okay.
The highest one is Inn, which is the same thing except it's base op 2. You can still make the 2 recovery tests for free, and
you get free food.
You get free food, and so it doesn't automatically do exhausted. You may make 2 recovery tests and 1 additional recovery test at their expense, and while you're staying, you're granted +1 die to recover from angry, afraid, and exhausted. So not quite as good, but still pretty good.
Interesting. Okay.
So can Connor do haggle to make that like 1?
I don't think you can haggle for the base for the accommodations. It's like when you're actually buying stuff in the market. Okay. I'm pretty sure.
What do you roll to get rid of sick? Can I roll healer for sick?
It's a will 3. It's will ob 3.
Right, but I can use healer for injured, so I'm assuming that.
Yeah, let me look if you can do it on yourself. Sick. Yeah. So what is it? Sick, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see anything that says you can't do it yet. I'm going to check the skill list. Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about doing it on yourself.
But it is the skill that you use, though? So.
Yeah, if you're using like this treatment skill, yeah. Okay. Like if you're trying to treat it instead of.
Right. Okay. I was like, wait, is there another
doing
skill?
The recovery test. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sounds good. So, can we do these in any order we want?
I think so. Let me double check the.
All right. So I assume we're all going to do in, right? So that we can
get the highest.
Then we don't have to buy food for right now, which is
that sounds
ideal.
Good to me. But
I mean, because it would basically cost us.
Make sure we can't haggle, Caleb. We need to save every cent we can. Otherwise,
yeah. I'm trying to check.
It's a price.
Haggling. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Yeah, it says market specifically.
That makes sense because this is kind of just a baseline.
It's
for
like
your
the baseline
cost
for
of living,
exactly.
So.
Yeah.
Can I do seduction?
No. The other option that it gives you is like if you have like an NPC in town, like if you guys went to like the elf home instead, right? Like you could like stay for free.
Right.
But none of you have friends or relatives in town here, so.
Yeah.
Most of you just have enemies, so.
I think I have a friend and a mentor, but I don't know that either of them live here necessarily.
Yeah, I think the idea is if you have parents, it's not necessarily even having a friend. It's just like if you like, maybe. Let me check.
So that's 6 gold.
Yeah, but if adventurer's parent or friend resides in town, so
6 difficulty. Technically, it's 2 difficulty each, right? We all have to make these individually.
Yeah, and so this is like the base price. So we're just gonna keep adding to this for everything you do in town.
That includes like buying stuff, right? We don't actually pay for it right away. We just add it to the end. Is that right?
Oh, that is a good question. Let's check.
Or maybe not, because it's not like a cost of living thing. It's just like you're buying stuff. And also eventually the
Purchasing does not increase lifestyle cost.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right, so let's all do the inn. So we all lose hungry and thirsty, right?
Yep, everybody can immediately mark off hungry and thirsty.
Don't we have to roll to make sure we can actually get in the inn first?
No, we pay them.
It's just
it's cost of living, which we pay at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea is you're not rolling for almost any of this stuff unless you're haggling in the market, right? Because you're just like adding it to your tab, and then it's like the very end you have to make the roll to pay your tab.
So I shouldn't be deleting the gold yet, then?
Don't get don't. Well, because again, you're not just paying this; you're rolling it.
Yeah.
Right. These are dice.
And so we got rid of hungry and thirsty and exhausted, you said?
No, not exhausted. That was for the
Not
hotel,
exhausted.
which we couldn't do because it wasn't here.
So just hungry and thirsty.
Just hungry and thirsty. Yeah. So Jared, the way this is working, these are all the when it says 3D, that's 3 dice for resources tests.
Yes, I know, but when do we roll?
At the very
end. Unless we're buying like stuff. So there's 2 things we're doing here. If we go to a market and buy stuff, then we roll, I assume, right away.
Yeah.
But then at the end, after all of our checks and all of our lifestyle stuff,
we say, okay, cool. Ob 2 is the base for in, and then any other action you took beyond that, like recovering more beyond the tests that gave you or other stuff like that, then we say, okay, we keep increasing the obstacle for the final test you have to make until you leave. And then you're like, okay, cool. Well, you racked up an Ob 7 resources test, spend all your gold. Right.
Okay.
But I don't think we'll have to worry too much about that because we get 2 free checks and then we get, which I assume that's each, right?
Yep.
And then we also get one more check that we can do, which increases our thing, right? That's what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so,
if you make more tests beyond that, then it increases the lifestyle cost by 1.
The inn makes the ob 1 less for exhausted?
You get an extra dice to it.
Okay.
So my instinct is never leave a wound to fester. Can I count that for sick? I mean, a sick isn't like actually injury, but it's still something that festers.
It would count if one of your conditions, if the condition that allowed you to use your instincts for free was gone, which is
right. But I'm just going to get rid of that one first.
Sure. Then yeah. Yep. that makes sense. That's actually probably a smart thing to do.
Thanks.
Also, I should have mentioned it at the beginning, but because you can rewrite instincts at the beginning of sessions, it might be helpful to rewrite an instinct to something that's not dungeon related, right? If you want to get a free test or something while you're in town.
I think mine works for both in and out of dungeon, and it's never leave a page unturned.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what do your instincts in town do?
They don't cost you a check, or like, yeah.
It's the same as
basically being
it's not going to increase your lifestyle cost.
Yeah. Being in an inn gives you 2 free checks, and then you can make 1 more that will increase your lifestyle cost. I don't know if you can make more than that or not. I guess not.
Because it's an inn, it's just 1. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, but if you have an instinct, it doesn't count against that. So, like for instance, I have never leave a wound to fester, so I can treat an injury or a sickness, and it doesn't count for one of those 3. How many times can I do that? I mean, can I just cure everybody's injuries and sicknesses until they're gone?
I think so, because I the way that an instinct works outside of town is you get it for free as long as it's relevant, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that'd be dope.
So. Cool. Yeah. I mean, let's go ahead and have Oscalad roll to get that condition removed that allows him to use his instinct then first.
Yeah. Which is exhaustion, which is a health ob 3,
and you will get a +1 die from this from being in an inn.
Okay. Is it within my nature to run from exhaustion? Is that acceptable?
No.
How about demand comfort? Is that can I do that?
No.
No? All right.
No.
I don't know, I can't demand a nicer bed or something?
No, that's not relevant to this.
No?
Yeah, no.
But exhaustion. The whole reason to get rid of exhaustion for free in hotels
right now, what you're doing is you're sleeping.
Okay.
None of your nature descriptors help you sleep better.
I feel like laziness should be in the human nature's.
Yeah, I think it's in the halfling nature or something along those lines.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Probably.
All right. Well, I mean, it's health ob 3. I'm not likely to succeed that on its own. I guess when you get tax nature back.
That is a good question.
Sorry, let's look up even more
That's fine.
rules. But I mean, I'm just gonna do it anyways while you look for that, and then let me know.
Oops.
Well, while they do this, I'll narrate what happened last time, so I get the persona point.
Oh, that's right.
It's not persona point. You mark a condition off, actually.
Oh,
Oh.
well.
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing that
totally
right
forgot
now.
about that. Sorry.
Maybe I should do it. No,
last time
I was
on.
thinking of like getting the session moving instead of doing the proper
Yeah,
procedure
right.
stuff. Yeah.
Jared,
Last
maybe
time
I should do it because
on-
then I can get rid of exhaustion and I can treat all of our sicknesses for free, and I don't have to worry about failing this roll.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I just have to remember what happened last time now. It's been so long. Jared, reiterate it to me, and then I'll.
I was gonna wing it.
Yeah,
You know about as well as I do.
I'll say what I can
Okay, to
remember,
be
which
fair,
was sorry.
Caleb might know as well as we do, though. So
Connor
I-
found
what
a
I-
sword and a gem, and the gem was evil. And then he wanted to like huff all that gem goodness up, and then David knocked him out.
That is about what
What are
happened.
we reading here? What's going on?
So
So
you
the-
skipped a lot, but also what the
During
heck?
respite, it's okay,
There's
cool.
different ways that you can get nature back.
All right. So yeah, what happened last time was we tried to go out that tunnel. Turned out it was just a cliff. That didn't help us very much.
Mm-hmm.
We came back, and then we were like, okay, well, let's not go through the spinning blade trap. So we went around instead to the one room that we hadn't done yet. We found all of the bandit dudes had killed each other except for the one who did all the killing, who had the Nightblood sword thing. And then he tried to kill us, and one of us killed him. I don't remember who. It was probably me, but I don't remember. Or no, maybe I knocked him out. I think I knocked him out.
And I think Eldred then killed him after that.
Yeah, that's right. Someone just murdered him. Yeah,
He fed him to the fishes.
And then Kagan, being the wisest of us, decided he wanted that sword, so he like wrapped it in something and grabbed it or whatever. No, I tossed it into the water.
It was Eldred
I
who
was
grabbed
like,
it, I think.
This is dumb. And was it Eldrin? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, the sage, dream wizard, and the immortal elf were both like, yeah, a cursed sword sounds like a plan. And then there was a creepy pedestal with a creepy black gem on it, which again Kagan was like, it's probably fine. I think he passed some kind of will save to not be dominated by some kind of evil or something.
I need to find.
Grabbed
I need to find a good picture of like a creepy altar with a gem on it, and then make the meme with Kagan there, and then this is fine below it.
Everything's fine. Yeah. So he grabbed that, and then his eyes glowed, and he started to have a vision from the beyond. And I was like, "Your eyes are glowing!" So I punched him with my shield, and he knocked him out. And then we hauled him out to. Well, I think at that point we just figured we were going back to camp, and kind of think we wrapped it up there. I don't remember anything else happening that was super significant.
Yeah, I think that's
after
about
that.
it. Unfortunately, I just looked this up.
So,
You have to alleviate one condition in recovery order, so you actually get rid of angry for free.
Actually, no, that helps anyways because I have my wises and beneficial traits.
Oh, there
Now my wise is actually tending wounds wise, which I feel like is more specific than my instinct probably.
Yeah.
I guess I guess I have wound in both of them. I might rewrite this instinct to be like like a debility, right? So like it can be any kind of debilitating thing, but I can't change my wises because that was the thing I chose at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
And wises allow you to like reroll failed dice.
Yeah. So, but I also have traits like loyal and stuff, so some of that'll help me. So I guess we just go through and get rid of people's stuff. I sit y'all down and I'm like, all right, here's some water to soak your feet in. Let's get to work. So do I have to treat things in order too? How does this work?
No, you can treat whatever. I mean, you can only treat
Okay.
sick and I guess you technically can treat multiple of these. It's just that they're harder to do when it's more
Okay.
outside of the range of healer.
Yeah, I'll just do sicknesses for now.
Makes sense.
So then, I mean, I'll treat my own first because I don't get penalties to recovery, or is that just if I'm using a stat to recover? It says -1d to skills, nature, will, and health, but not recovery. But if I'm using a skill to recover, does it still decrease it?
I think so.
Okay.
Because you're not rolling to recover, you're trying to help someone else recover.
Well, I'm gonna recover from sick myself first.
Right.
That's what I'm
I
asking.
just mean, yeah, I think it still counts for you right now.
Okay.
I can help David with survivalist, was it? Right?
You would be able. Are you afraid?
No, I think only
No,
Kagan
Connor's
is
the only
afraid.
one who's afraid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you're good. You can offer help.
Yeah, I help David.
Help with survivalist makes sense.
Thanks.
So it's an op 4.
All right. Wait, why would it be op 4?
So it says right here, the obstacle for the healer test is based on the sickness. A common illness is op 4.
But it's only a will ob 3. Why would it be a higher ob for the skill?
Because that's what it says here.
Well, then I just won't use the skill.
Yeah, just do will instead for yourself.
That's really dumb. And it doesn't penalize me. Dice.
I still
What?
help him with survivalist.
I don't think you can help me with a skill with a stat.
Ugh.
I don't think. Although in this game you can help stat with stats. I don't know.
So if it's basically
really
it's like if
weird.
it's being learned, basically, or you're doing stats.
Yeah, I don't.
You just helping with the same thing,
All right.
same level of whatever.
I mean, I might fail this. So, I mean, I guess I'll tap my nature here.
You're rolling the will test to do this.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't really understand why this.
I don't really either, but
test, can I use touched by the gods? Is it easier for me to not be sick because I'm divine of some sort?
I don't know. Let's take a look at that trait. It usually has like a a little explanation of what.
Oh, it does? Okay. Then it's probably not. I thought they were pretty vague, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, they each have a description, yeah. The gods guide and protect their chosen, but the theurges must ever be... Let's see. The immortals speak through theurges. Moreover, when a theurge speaks to the immortals are often willing to listen. The gods guide and protect their chosen, but theurges must be ever vigilant to ensure that the words they speak are truly those of the immortals and not the secret desires of their own hearts. So, I mean...
What?
Yes, I think. Because, like, you're in touch with divinity and, like, the gods guide and protect their chosen. So, sure, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, either it helps me with, like, lots or it doesn't help me with anything. I'm not really sure.
I mean, you're touched by the gods.
Oops. Okay, cool. Well, I'll use one of those because if I can't cure this, then it's going to be really hard to cure anybody else. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't get your penalty here because it's recovery.
Okay. So I'm rolling will. Using nature. Ingrid can't help me, right? Eldred, Ingrid. I don't know. Eldred can't help me, right?
Not with this, no.
Stat. Okay. And then, using a trait. There you go. That was what else.
There you go.
And it was obstacle 3 for some reason. There we go.
There you go.
Sweet. All right. So I am no longer sad. Although that helps me less than I thought it would because I can't.
So again,
well, no, I have to use healer on other people, right? I can't use will to heal them.
Exactly. They could do it
now
themselves.
You're not getting a -1, and you're getting my +1,
and you're not increasing lifestyle cost.
Yeah.
Right. That's the idea.
But I mean, what
instinct?
Right. But I mean, I'm still doing it on instinct for myself too, right? Whereas with I'm not using a skill because I'm just curing a sickness.
Did you get rid of the thing that? No, because you still had exhausted when you did that. So. It was. Oh, I guess that's part of the in cost already, right? That's not going to increase.
Oh, I meant to get rid of that first. That's right. I got stuck on. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter now. But okay, so I guess I'll try and get rid of exhausted then. I mean, unless somebody else wants to try and get rid of some first.
This is still like part of your free ones, right? Like, or the ones you get with the in cost. Like, you've only done actually one recovery roll at this point, right?
Yeah, I was hoping to do curing my own sickness for free with my instinct, but I can't do that because I'm exhausted. Either way, I'll have used one, I guess. No, because I'll have to use the second free one to do exhausted if I do it this order. But if I do exhausted first, then my sick is free.
Well, so I don't think it matters at this point because you'll be using the 2 free recovery tests, right?
Well, I don't have any checks to make anyways. At this
exactly,
point,
and then after that, it's just healing other people, which you can do for free, right?
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry. Sorry, I said drag us out so much.
It's all good. This is kind of a housekeeping session, so.
Yeah. All right. Health. Ob 3 health roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll make sure you decrease your nature again.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, I forgot about that. I guess I get will. I mean, these aren't blanked out, so I must still be able to advance will, even though no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not sad anymore. So.
Yep.
That was a past will. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna. Now I have 4 health. Let's see. I mean, I guess we'll see how this goes. I'll spend another persona just for a dice. Then get. So that's at 5.
What do you roll? Thing again, a skill or a ability again?
It's just an ability. Is there anything special I can do to try and make this easier? I know, like, if you drink wine, it's easier to not be angry or whatever. Is there a way to? Oh no, I get a +1 to this, right? Because of the inn.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool. No, you're fine. I just making sure. So spend persona. I'll just do helper aid because.
Yeah.
And I guess it's gears. What, it doesn't matter. Anyways, this is it was 3, right? I can't see it now.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Osclad is totally fine now.
Yeah. All right. Now I can finally heal you guys. So you're both sick, right? Still.
Yep.
All right. So.
Yeah, I am too.
So. Oh. Just realized that.
So yeah, I guess I'll help Ingrid first because she can help me with. Why do I keep doing that? Eldred. Okay, help Eldred first because she can help me with Kagan. Although, I mean, you can help me anyways, technically, but it makes more sense if I heal you first and then we heal him.
I can help you with this too because I have survivalist.
Right. Cool. All right. So healer.
Up 4 for this one.
I'm gonna use loyal for this one.
Yep. Sure.
So I've got a trait. I've got help. And this is op 4?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yikes. Okay. Does the inn help you get rid of sick?
I believe so. Let me check.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Town locations.
I'm gonna need an above average.
Not. It gives you +1 die to angry, afraid, and exhausted.
Oh.
Hotel is the one I think gives you +1 die to that.
Not ideal.
Indeed.
Yeah, I gotta get a pretty good roll here. So if I fail this, is it just wasted? Is that?
That is a good question.
I mean, it's free, so it's not wasted, but can I do it again? Like,
I think there must be some
sure there's a limit.
Treat. Let's see. If the healer fails the test, remove the condition and permanently reduce by 1 die the patient's will, nature, or a will-based skill of the game master's choosing.
Holy crap, it's awful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this game. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna spend another.
Guys, this is Darkest Dungeon meets Birdie Wheel.
All right. Well, I'm just
The
gonna
two
spend my
most
last
cancerous and toxic things you can think of, except for League of Legends, which is like triple the toxicity of both of those games combined.
How is Burning Wheel toxic? Well, yeah.
Caleb, Kentarius'
Yeah,
existence.
well, that was Cantarius.
using the trait. I'm gonna
To be
spend
fair, that was more you
20%
than Burning Wheel.
Got help.
Probably true.
Wait,
you just called me toxic?
All right.
Oof,
Did I
the shoe
get any
fits.
You did get a 6.
sixes? All right. Well, I'll spend my fate. I have to spend it on something anyways here. So there's a coin flip where I don't know, screw your character forever.
And this is Eldred. Are you doing this on?
Yeah.
I thought you were doing it on Kagan first, so then he could help me with.
No, I was doing it on you so you could help me with him.
Oh no, I can help you with him already. He can't help anyone.
I don't. It doesn't really matter because you can technically help him do it on yourself. So
Right. And also,
But no, we were doing Kagan first because once
but-
Kagan's healed, he can also help do it on me.
no, because the reason he can't help is because he's afraid. We're fixing his sick. I can't fix his afraid for free.
that's
I
true.
can fix his sick for free.
Yep.
So that's what
Yep.
we're doing.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, thank goodness. I saw the one success and thought it was
yeah.
a 1, and I was like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? All right, so you're good, Eldred. Thank goodness.
Yeah, Connor, you should fix your afraid before we do anything else, so you can help with rolls as well.
Well, I think I can only get 1 help anyways, right? Or can I get more?
You can only get 1.
Yeah, so I mean, you helping me is I guess the same.
Okay.
It ends up being the same, so it doesn't matter.
I'm afraid to try and heal Kagan now because I literally just be rolling a 3 versus an ob 4, and I don't have anything to use now.
You still have my
And-
survival list.
He'll just be permanently gimped forever. So
So yeah, I mean, it might be better for Kagan just to try to heal himself, right?
Yeah. Can I help him?
No, because it's like a recovery test and it's just a stat, and yeah, I don't think you can. So
Kagan, you're
what do you
probably
have
better
right
off just
now?
tapping your own nature and doing your own sick thing. It'll cost you a check, but I'll fail. I mean, I'd have to hit 100% with Eldred's help to fix you.
So yeah, Kagan, right
Okay.
now you have angry, afraid, exhausted, and sick. Does anyone still have wine?
I mean, I do, but I was going to use that on myself.
Let's see.
Mhm.
Do you have wine? Hey, you do have wine, Kagan.
I have Balm of the Lord of Serenity. I know that helps somebody with a condition, and I can't remember. I think it's angry.
Yeah, let me look.
But I can't remember what it
All good?
does. All I remember is that I think it immediately puts me over my limit of like miracle stuff, and I get sad like instantly, which is crazy to me.
So
But
you can, it's anger. To alleviate
Okay.
your own anger, it's an ob 2. To alleviate the anger of another, it's ob 3.
and I have to roll.
You're rolling like
theologian.
theologian,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
ritualist. I think it's
Ritualist,
ritualist.
yeah. So it'd be an ob 3 like ritualist test. But this would not count for your. No, I guess this would count for your instinct. Yeah.
And it still costs me spirit juice or whatever, right?
Yes. It does cost you
Yeah.
spirit juice.
What I don't remember what happens if I go over my spirit juice capacity. So I think maybe I'm not going to mess with it because I remember it being
I think
bad.
you get thirsty is what happens.
yeah. I drink some holy water and I'll be fine. No, I think you like. I remember it being pretty rough. I remember thinking it was a pretty crazy price for the fact that I would instantly get it if I used my only halfway decent ability. But yeah, so I guess because that was the one that cost 2 or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's the level 2 one.
Yeah. So
Let's see. Going over your Erd.
I only got 1 Erd.
You test health against an obstacle equal to your current total burden. Failure indicates the urge suffers conditions equal to the margin of failure.
Okay. So it's actually not that bad. Never mind. I was thinking if he failed that's bad.
Basically it.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I may have 4 health. If I fail that, then I deserve it, I guess.
And you'll get them in order from top to bottom, so you'll get hungry and thirsty first. So
Oh, okay. You mean fresh? I'll get fresh first, right?
No.
So I mean, I got to get a perfect roll on this to get it, but I might as well try. So, I got to spend fate on something here, anyways. Oh wait, I haven't been. Shoot. I guess I got one successful healer roll, and I guess if I count the one on myself, that's no. I did the stat on myself. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Here we go. I don't get gear or supplies with this, right? Because the gear is what makes it not cost more Erd, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
So yeah, just ritualist up 3.
Okay.
Oof, that was really bad.
Big surprise. Did I get any 6s? Nope. All right. Well, I just make some story deity really mad, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So test your
Yeah,
health
kinda.
against an obstacle equal to your current total burden, which is 2.
Right.
Failure indicates the theurge suffers conditions equal to the margin of failure.
Oh, it's not. Okay. I guess I thought it was going to be like the obstacle was going to be how much over I was, but okay.
No.
Well, that's worse than I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
Okay, so you just get hungry and thirsty again. That's all that happens.
Great. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. My turn's finally over. Yeah.
I mean, I'll do mine then.
Yes. So I guess.
So can you read my?
failed.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just double checking real quick what happens when he fails. Yeah, I guess it just doesn't happen, and you get the burden stuff. Okay, cool. Sorry, what is, so you have Kagan angry, afraid, exhausted, and sick. What was the one that you get hungry and thirsty for free? And then you get a bonus
You get
to
a
angry,
bonus to-
afraid, and exhausted. When you try to recover from those. What was the one that sick was the one that you thought it would be better for him to just do on his own, right?
Right. I was going to do it for him, but I don't think I can at this point.
Yeah. You're all tapped out.
Um,
So basically,
yeah.
Connor, you're making an Ob 3 will test to try to recover from being sick. You have a will of 5, so that's not too bad. Unfortunately, you have no Artha, so
But also you get a +1 from the inn, right?
no, the sick is the only one that doesn't
Oh,
do
you're
that.
talking about 6. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I think
Weird that-
your only real option here is just to
Sick.
roll sick or roll your will as is and just hope for the best.
Well, do you have a trait?
He is dream haunted and skeptical, so probably not.
That's not great.
Dream haunted is only going to make sleeping worse. So
Yeah. Can we buy medicine or anything? There's no way to like give him a bonus?
you could buy the services of a healer.
Oh.
I guess there's like poultices.
I would say they'd have a harder time doing it than he would anyways. That's the whole reason I'm not doing it.
Right, yeah. There's like poultices that you can make for different things.
Okay.
So maybe you
But
can
I
buy
mean, if
those.
that just helps the skill, then that doesn't really help us any anyways.
Poultices grant +1 die to recovery test when applied in camp or town. And it gives you obs here to like buy them, or no, sorry, to make them with the healer skill. But I don't know if you can just buy them.
I can make them with a healer skill?
You can,
Are
yeah.
they hard
It's
to
harder, yeah. So you would have to be like to make one that he could use here.
Yeah.
Is an ob 4 already. So
Jeez. All right.
yeah.
Gosh. All right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I would just say roll your will and cross your fingers.
Oh, but you can tap your nature.
He doesn't have
which
any
you should
Artha.
probably do. Okay. You didn't even have like the goal to get home. How do you not have any Artha?
Well, yeah, I have a goal to get back to town safely for this session.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. Didn't you get it? I don't think Connor marked his Artha, or has been marking his Artha the whole time.
Probably not, because I got one for getting. My goal was also to get home safely, and we were like, "Well, you have a map. You're just going to be there, So we did a little bit more than we thought we were, but I asked if I could complete my goal at the end of that session, since I didn't want to have it for this whole session, since the first thing we were going to do is get back. So if you had that also, you should have also gotten it.
Yeah, I was going to say that you didn't actually have a chance to spend any earth that you would have gotten at the very end, and you must have gotten something because that session was all about you doing dumb things.
Yeah, there's no way you have no earth. I've spent 4 and 2, and I have 2 fate left.
Yeah, it's just Connor forgetting to mark it.
Probably.
So to see,
you level up with fate, you can't forget.
You acted on your belief. You acted on your belief last time. So add a fate. What was your goal? What was your goal last time?
To get home safe.
It was not that. Whoops.
It wasn't that? Oh,
it was not that. I don't remember what it was. And I just changed it tonight, and I still don't.
That might have been why you didn't get it, because that wasn't your goal then. But
well, it was learn something new about this place, which I did.
And you did. So Persona.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Persona and Fate, you said?
Yes, and I think that's probably.
I think that's probably it. I think there are other things, but I don't think he got any of them, because we were like, "Oh yeah, he didn't get any."
Yeah.
we looked back.
So yes, you can technically spend your 1 Persona to get some nature.
Which you should do, because this is the one where you lose permanent skills or stats if you fail it, apparently. So.
Well, I mean, that's if you, at the very least, that's if you healer fails to do it. Let me check and see what happens if you're just testing.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me that the consequence for being a healer would be worse
I assume
just toughing it out.
If failed, the sickness condition remains until the character seeks the attention of a healer or until they sweat out the fever. So alternatively, at any point after acquiring the sick condition, a player can opt to have their character sweat out the fever. To do so, the game master reduces will, nature, or a will-based skill by -1 die, but removes the condition.
All right, so it's basically like as though a healer had failed.
Yeah,
and you have to go
much.
find a healer to get rid of it if you fail. So, all right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you want to spend your persona to add your nature to this?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and click on will, and it should like give you the option there to add in these things, right? So persona, or actually don't do that one because you're actually doing use nature. You're spending the persona to use nature instead. So that's the next one there. Use nature. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's outside. So you're going to tax your nature by 1 after this. But you are rolling 8 dice against 3 now.
Okay.
So
good.
Nice.
I think that's it. Yeah.
What's a respite?
A respite is
in this game.
Yeah, it's like a longer. Whoa! You got a
what?
You got 7 ones,
my God.
6 ones. Oh my goodness!
I was. Notarius, is that you?
That's
terrible. Insanity.
Blind Bandit return.
Oh my goodness.
The spirit of Cantarius lives on.
Turns out the cursed sword is just like draining your life.
Man, that's terrible.
Oh no, guys, we figured it out. It's having a cursed weapon.
Right.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. That's funny. So your options are just sweat it out and take the L, right? So you have to reduce something, or say, Oscalad, try it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is technically a chance that you get a lucky roll, Oscalad. And you can do it for free.
I mean,
and you've got my +1.
I have to get a lucky roll and spend. Oh, well, no. I guess technically I could get a really lucky roll at the +1. And get
exactly.
There, but,
yeah. And at this point, it's either do that or just automatically take the L. So
can I use Defender?
I'll allow it.
Trait. Thanks. Otherwise, I was going to ask for Touched by the Gods, but I feel like Defender makes some more sense, really. But okay.
You're defending him from disease.
Yeah, exactly. Using a trait, don't have persona to spend. Getting help. I think
that was a terrible, terrible roll.
That was insane. Yeah,
I genuinely don't think we've ever made a worse roll.
That was pretty bad. The only time I can ever think of a roll that I've done that was that bad was at Scarewin. I think I had 12 dice. It was 7 or 12. It was something ridiculous. I tried to seduce somebody and got 1 success and needed 2. And I still complain about that whenever I think about it.
Yep.
But I don't know if it was worse than that. That was pretty bad. Ooh, that was also not good. I got a 6.
Yeah, 1/6.
I mean, I'm gonna spend a fate on it so that I'll level up, but it doesn't actually. The chances of this actually helping.
We've had the worst odds.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. I mean, it's definitely more likely than whatever the heck you just did. So
Nope.
no, not even. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
All right, so you're going to reduce 1 from will, nature, or actually, I think I get to choose this.
So I can't use Tending Winds Wise, right?
Yeah,
we
Game Master
decided
chooses.
that was too specific. Or
for pity's sake, I'll let you do it.
just because of that roll.
It's so bad. Yeah.
That's pretty insane. Yeah.
You're gonna let me do what?
I get to reroll some stuff. Can I reroll this extra die that I did? Or what? I don't even remember why I did that now. It was fate. No, that was a reroll. So that doesn't. Yeah, never mind. So it's just the 4 that or the 3 that failed.
So it does say you have to use this option before spending a fate point for luck to reroll 6s, but we didn't know that. We didn't know it. So
yeah, sorry. So I'm just doing the 3 that failed, right?
Yes, all failed dice.
Okay. Oops. What the heck? Yeah. I mean, chances are still pretty low here, but.
Hey, too bad you
1.
needed 2 successes.
I needed 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He tried. He tried all the pull out all the stops.
Yep, literally all the things I could do.
So I get to choose will, nature, or a will-based skill to remove by 1 die from your list here.
Literally, wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. What stuff do you have? It's will-based. Oh, it doesn't. Once you
It just reduces nature. He's never used it. Well, I guess
he just used it. I could do that. You know what? Let's just do that. That's simpler. Oh wait, I think that's actually reducing it though. So now it's a 3 instead of a 4. Right? It's not temporary tax. It's like reducing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it.
I don't know.
You're at 3 now.
Okay.
It's probably nicer than reducing one of your skills, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're already pretty low to begin with.
Yeah. And now Kagan doesn't have to worry about recovering his tax because it's not taxed anymore. That's the number. It's 3.
There you go.
Okay, well, you aren't sick anymore at least.
I level up. I guess. So yeah, sorry about you withering away, but I guess I'm level 2 now. Does that happen automatically?
I'm gonna double check that.
Okay.
I assume so, but it does kind of like list like leveling up as like one of the things that happens in a particular order when you enter town. So possible. It's not what happens.
That'd be weird if I did go out on another adventure and then come back.
But, yeah, maybe. Where is this?
But I mean, it'd also be weird if healing was worse than just toughing out a sickness. So I guess maybe I shouldn't assume.
Yeah. This game runs on its own logic.
Yeah.
It's very mechanical.
Yeah.
See, reward spent. Yeah, it says explicitly here. Rewards spent after entering town can be redeemed only after they've left town for another adventure and returned. Yep. It explicitly says this is the point you level up. If you don't have the right things, you don't level up.
Wait, what? So he won't level up until after we come back?
Yeah. Though technically you could just leave town for one thing, come right back, stay on the streets.
Yeah.
And
I go out and I take a whiz in a bush and I come back.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Well, that's the way the dice roll here. Okay, so Kagan, let's try to recover from your other stuff. So you have one more free recovery that you can do. And then you'll have to any more beyond that, you'll have to like spend stuff to do. So which would you like to try to recover? Exhausted, angry, or afraid?
I mean, obviously the worst one. So exhausted.
Yeah, exhausted is pretty bad. All right, so Ob 3 health test.
Okay.
Can you get a +1 to this from the inn?
Yes, from the inn. Yep. So you're rolling 4 dice against Ob 3. Good luck.
Oh man.
Just put in help it.
And it's just
Yeah, just do
help
help
raid.
raid 1, yeah.
alrighty. Yeah. Wow.
Nope, and no 6s. Let's find out what happens when you fail that.
Probably just stay exhausted.
Oskalad's just like, I'm feeling great.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I guess I figured this. I don't know. I wouldn't have spent so many resources on myself if I had realized how difficult this was going to be.
Oh, you're fine. It's all good.
I mean, they were all my resources, but the whole point was for me to spend them on. I could have spent them on other people too.
The only thing that happens if you fail, the exhausted condition remains, but they may test again to recover during the next camp or town phase. So basically the idea, I mean, I think this makes sense, right? Like Kagan has Dream Haunted as a trait.
Yeah.
So like you can't spend or like gain checks by doing bad things to yourself in town or camp. So you couldn't have made this worse for yourself. But in theory, that's kind of what's happening here. Is Kagan's just like remembering the Eldritch Altar and the gem and like tossing and turning in his sleep, and he just doesn't get good sleep, right? And is still exhausted.
Yeah.
But probably angry is a good one to try to get rid of now. You're gonna have to +1 your lifestyle cost, but you'll also get +1 die for the inn and +1 die for drinking your wine.
I thought the wine was Eldred's.
No, Kagan also has a wineskin.
Oh. Well, never mind.
So yeah, it'd be a will test, Connor, with 2 help for that one.
Okay.
You will have to like buy more wine if you want it in the future, though.
Wait, say the test again. What's the roll again?
Ob 2 will, and you'll get 2 helping dice to it. Whoa!
Jeez.
It's a ridiculously good roll. Kagan ain't
Stupid.
afraid for no one.
What the heck is this game?
Oh man.
Okay, so then your lifestyle cost is now 3. And that's all the tests that you can do for staying in. You just don't have, the accommodations aren't nice enough to like recover from anything else, so you're still afraid. And which I think makes sense, right? Kagan is tossing and turning in his sleep, thinking of that Eldritch Altar, terrified and exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Eldred, let's go ahead and do your recovery. We can buy some
Hopefully
stuff.
this will be easier because David got rid of my sick, and food and hungry hungry and thirsty is gone.
Yeah.
So what do I have to do for exhausted? What does the thing give me? It's
You get
minus
+1 for the
one
inn.
+1 for the
No, just
inn,
plus
and
one die.
that's it. And it's just
Plus one
Ob 3
die.
health test.
well, that sucks.
You could also spend.
What does firstborn give me?
I don't think it's relevant here. I'll double check.
It's got to be good for something eventually because it's never come
certainly.
up.
So the description that it gives here is elves were the first to awake to the world and wandered beneath the stars long before the coming of dwarves and man. The trees and the stars recognize them as kin, and they are often possessed of special insight that comes from the memories of their dawn of the world. But their lives can often move them to ponder consequences too deeply.
So like if you want to know stuff.
Mainly it's that. And Eldred has used it to do that before. But yeah, recovery from exhausted I don't think helps. So
I'm going to use calm then.
you can use calm to recover from angry, but not to recover from exhausted.
Okay.
So yeah, Ob 3 health and 1 die for the inn.
Is this one I'm allowed to try again if the first one fails, or do I have to just succeed right away?
You are not allowed to
It
try
says you-
again.
Yeah.
It's the next camp or town phase you can try again, but that's the only negative that happens.
Okay, I guess I'll do a persona to do nature as well.
This is outside of your nature, I think. Yeah, so you will get it taxed.
What does that mean?
So it will temporarily be a 3. So any future nature stuff you're doing with it, you only get 3 dice instead of 4.
But I'm hiding away from the world until
No.
I'm not exhausted.
No.
I couldn't demand a nicer bed. I don't
No,
feel like you
yeah,
can get a more
it's
compelling
not-
one than that.
So
When
that's
does
what these are for.
what'll make my nature go back up?
Like a really long rest, a respite, which I assume is like an extended time.
Yeah, it costs more to stay in town and whatnot for that.
Yeah.
And, if you deliver a prologue and you don't have any conditions, you may recover 1 point of tax nature. If you missed a session of an ongoing game upon your return, you may opt to recover 1 point of tax nature. And when leaving town and making a lifestyle test, if you pass the test and have no conditions, you recover 1 point of tax nature.
Okay, so I guess that's worth it then. Hopefully, we'll be able to get out of here without any. Or hopefully, David and I will be able to get out of here without any conditions.
Yeah.
Am I able to, if I buy food, can I just eat it? Like, that's not a test to get rid of hungry and thirsty. I can just eat food.
You will, you'll have to buy it. You'll have to actually.
Right, but I don't have, it won't like be a check
test.
or whatever, right? I just, okay.
All right, go for it.
And 3.
Yes.
Wow,
There you go. That's what should have happened with 8
Oh my
dice.
gosh, 8 dice.
This is the difference between Connor and Jared rolling.
I still almost failed.
Yeah, with 8 dice.
And then angry, will 2.
Yep, will 2.
I get 1 for the inn.
1 for the inn. You can spend 1 for the booze. If you want to spend your beneficial use for calm, you can also get another dice there.
All right, so that's 3 extra dice then. Okay. I can't add more than 1. Oh, there we go. Woohoo.
I think it was only up 2, wasn't it? Or are you doing afraid? No, you're doing angry. Yeah, angry's up 2.
I forgot to change the
But it doesn't matter.
It's fine. Yeah, you succeeded. Cool. You're all good
you
to
got
go there.
6. You should spend fate on it.
That's true.
Wait,
it doesn't matter because we have to
Don't
come
bother.
back. We have to do another adventure before we can come back.
I wish I'd have known that before I spent. Well, I guess I spent most of that stuff recovering. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you ever used it in a point where it wouldn't have been helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. From there, it's just we can do like buying stuff real quick here.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess we should buy food and we should buy oil.
The 3 things that I think need to be bought basically are food, oil, maybe an extra lantern if you wanted it, because that would also be reduced in cost, and wine, right, to recover your wine that you spent.
I just took what my character did is I just took some of the free drink at the inn and I dumped it in my wine skin. So
you get water for free. You do not get wine for free. Yeah, everybody is considered having water from the well, like the town well, for free, but that's the only thing that's actually free.
Yeah.
Would everybody like to just make the roll to like buy your food, unless you wanted one person to make the roll?
Most definitely.
I have haggling.
I was gonna say at the very least, Kagan should roll haggling for all these, right?
Yeah, can he haggle for ours? Because I mean, we should.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that we all have to make individual resources tests, so I think it's actually better. Right, but I mean, at the end of the day, we all have to make individual resources tests, and so I think it's better if we all have at least some, because that's less gold we have to spend on each person. Whereas otherwise, it'll be one person has a really discounted one, but we all have to spend $1 million. So, I kind of think we should all spend as much money as possible individually, and try and both get up to 2, if we can, or 1. I mean, like everybody get up to 1, or because, or no, I think you can get up to 2 before it's hard. Yeah, if we can get up to 2, then we can theoretically pass an in check without any money in the future.
Kagan can make the haggling roll for everyone.
And we can
yeah. I'm just saying that because I know we were talking about whether or not we give it all to one person or not. I think obviously haggling no matter what.
Yeah.
But I think we should split it up.
Sure.
Because these are very easy to advance, and it's going to be a lot easier on us in the future if we all have.
Let's just go in order here. So Kagan, what do you want to buy? You want to buy some food, I assume?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Let's start with that. To haggle in a busy crossroads, it's an ob 2. I see. Actually, before beginning a spending spree, test haggler at the market. So, I see. Okay, so the way this works is, doing this test, Connor, will increase your lifestyle cost by 1. But if you're successful, you roll on this successful market haggling table, and there's like a bunch of different like good things that can happen from this. And this is like
But it doesn't decrease the price. What are the good things that happen?
And then wait, each adventurer may haggle their own prices at the market. Oh, okay. You can't haggle for your friends.
Of course,
It said may, not have to.
Each adventurer may haggle their own prices at the market. However, merchants will honor good deals with the person who haggled the price, not their deadbeat friends.
Well, okay, this game is stinky. So Connor can't just buy 5. Connor can't just buy.
Well, I mean, he can buy them.
He can. But again, that's him making all the tests. Then we don't, which is fine. I mean, if that's how it is, then that's how we should do it. It's not ideal for us, but then he can actually haggle for all the stuff.
That's
not. I'm trying to. There must be a way to.
He's haggling, but we're giving him our resources.
Yeah, but I mean, resources
makes literally no sense.
I mean, the resources stat I think is like in a Burning Wheel, where it's as much about knowing how to spend money as it is having money.
Yep.
So if he's doing all of the actual haggling and spending, then it makes sense that he would. We're just giving him gold bars.
Yeah,
we're not actually doing anything. So, I mean, it's a little weird, I think, to have like our resources and a haggling stat because they feel very similar to me. But that's how Burning Wheel works too. So it's whatever. But
yeah. So all it says here is you're rolling on this table. It doesn't say you like reduce the price of anything, which is
so you might just like reduce the price of something you don't want to buy.
No. So the options it gives here are like you gain +1 die to all resources tested in the market.
All right. Well, it's kind of the same. Well,
take +1 die extra cash for 1 piece of loot other than coins. Double the value of 1 piece of kit or salvage traded in. When buying gear from the market, take an extra item worth the same price or less. Take +1 die extra cash for 1 piece of kit or salvage traded in, or double the value of 1 piece of loot traded in. So those are your options.
Weird.
So I mean, you might as well roll it. It's only on ob2.
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it, Kagan. Kagan does his haggling thing.
So I'm rolling for everybody then.
No, you're rolling for yourself.
No, but yeah. Yeah.
David's answer is very clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're rolling for everybody, and that you're the only one that gets to roll.
You can help yourself with manipulator if someone else has a skill, either haggler or manipulator.
How does that sound?
I have manipulator.
So Eldridge can help you with manipulator. So you can get two dice there for
nice.
grade.
Steal stuff while they're talking, and
you could just try to steal
like a
stuff.
Roll.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Honestly, like I took criminal as like a backstory thing, but this character's never going to use criminal for anything.
Yeah.
So.
What do you want the ob to be?
Ob is 2.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yep. There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Gosh.
Okay, roll a
I was like, why
d6
would
for
you
me.
say that?
What?
Just roll a d6 for me then. Just like a /r d6.
Why?
Because there's a little
this
table.
Is how
you
we
roll
find
on.
out what you get. Because apparently you don't haggle for what you want. You haggle for something random that may not help us at all.
Roll 2d6.
I mean, it sounds like you get to choose
1d6.
the specifics of these things, right? It's just like
roll 1d6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just roll a
I
d6.
suppose.
Okay, 2. Interesting item. Take +1 die extra cash for 1 piece of loot other than coins. So basically, if
like one of the gems we have.
Yeah, if you're selling one of the other things you have, like the gold bars or something, right? You can get an extra die for it. And you're going to be spending these things to make the resources tests anyway. So
we basically just have an extra D of money, right? Okay.
Yep, Kagan does, yeah.
Yeah, so that everything just got a lot more expensive.
Kagan, ob2 resources test for buying food. How much of the gold stuff? How much of the loot are you spending on this?
What happens if you fail this?
Let's check.
It's like a Burning Wheel where your money just disappears if you get nothing somehow. That rule in Burning Wheel makes me so mad. I understand why they do it mechanically, but I don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense.
When you fail a resources test, your game master can use the standard twist or condition rules for failure, or use a special condition for resources text called tax. You reduce the resources rating by the margin of failure.
but it's already at 0.
So it's standard twist or condition. So the idea is I can have you succeed and give you a condition, or there's a twist instead, right? And you fail and something bad happens. So I always have the option of yes, it gets spent on the test, but I do have the option of saying you do buy the thing, and you just have a condition or something.
What kind of twist narratively could involve you spending money and not getting anything unless they steal it from you?
They give you something that's actual crap, right? And
but then wouldn't you just bring it back and be like, give me something real or I'll murder you?
Yeah, but you're 0 presence on the scale, so no one cares, right? You have a hard lot in life.
I mean,
let's look. If you guys don't want me to use that option, I won't use that option, right?
I mean, it's up to you. I just, yeah. I mean, I assume that there's got to be a way for you to do something about it as well.
Yeah, but probably.
Because in Burning Wheel, it's kind of just like your money is gone. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It's probably the same here, to be honest. But you could make us think about it if you want to as a character. But
right.
All right, let's make some quick rolls here so we can wrap up.
Yeah.
Buy all this stuff. So Kagan, how much of the loot are you spending on? Because you have 0 resources right now, right?
Yeah, but as you do this, it'll go up. So even if you have to spend a lot of money right now, you'll have to spend less later because your resources will improve. So maybe do like 3 or 4 on the first thing you do because you want to pass. It only goes up if you pass. So you got to make sure you pass.
If you spend one of the 2D gold bars, it'll count as 3 dice because you have that special haggling thing you did.
Right.
So that's maybe something to start off with.
The oil is 1, right? Because it's cheap yes. right now.
So maybe start 1.
Start with that.
That's true. You do that.
As long as you succeed, you still get your resources improved. So let's go from cheapest to most expensive, and then just commit as much gold as you feel like you need to. I don't know if there's any. You can't help resources or anything, I assume, right?
You technically could, but no one has a resource score with which to help currently. So.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Okay, well, yeah.
So yeah, Kagan, make an OB1 resources test to buy some flasks of oil. I think is the idea here.
Okay.
Right. Start with the cheaper stuff. I could tell Connor was just confused.
So I have 0 resources.
Exactly.
Maybe, so you use the money to get more dice. Each money is a dice.
Okay, so I'm spending 1. So what am I rolling then? Just the 1?
However much money you want to spend, you get a dice.
So there's
I see.
Yes, there's 19 dice of like coins and other loot that you guys have.
And the
available.
OB is 1.
The OB is 1. If you wanted to spend one of the gold bars on this, for example, they're worth 2 dice each because you got that special haggling thing. It will count as 3 dice for this roll.
So
that might be a good thing to start with, right? Just like slap down a gold bar and give me 2 flasks of oil.
I'm thinking is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Just barely succeeded.
Goodness.
Your resources is now 1. Go ahead and advance that.
Keep in mind, every time I roll, I'm getting -1 successes.
Yeah, that's not a real thing.
No,
that's for disposition to a conflict. It's for something. Wait, what do you have that?
Sorry, that doesn't exist.
What are you?
Yeah, -1 successes to disposition to any conflict.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, is what it is.
That's only.
Yeah. So it's only
if you're making
the
disposition
rolling.
roll.
Yeah. Oh, it's because you're afraid and exhausted. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So but we're not doing that, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Spent. Kagan, you have 1 resources. What else would you like to buy? Food.
Now that I know we can help each other, I feel like somebody else should buy the food, and then we can help each other going forward.
Sure. Do you want to buy any more flasks of oil, or is that good?
They're cheap.
They are cheap.
So I think yes, just because we can get a test up, and then yeah. So if you're cool with it, Eldred, do you mind if I do that?
Yeah, I was going to do it as well.
Okay.
Since David and I are fresh now, do we get?
No, you're not fresh because you have tax nature.
Oh.
I didn't.
You have to be like
you've done that.
Yeah, I mean, there might be another factor too. There's like a bunch of things that like you have to have them all at 100% to come out of a town with fresh.
The rulebook literally says mark fresh, and this probably won't happen again.
Yeah,
like to
become fresh once again, a character must return to town, alleviate all other conditions, restore their tax nature, and pass their lifestyle maintenance test.
Yeah. All right, I buy some more oil.
Yeah, go for it.
And I go to 1.
How much you're spending 2 dice?
Yeah. right.
So one of the
now,
gold bars goes away. I'm just minusing the gold bars as you spend them here.
All right. Now, actually, Jared, why don't you buy food? Because we don't really need more than we got tons of oil already. I guess I should put that in my thing. Why don't you buy food? But now we can help you. I mean, I guess probably one of us can help you, but you know what I mean? No.
Sorry, jerk. I just got home. What do you want?
Oh, that's all right. You should, because we don't really need more oil. You should buy food, which is 2 difficulty, but now we can help you because we have resources.
They both have resources scores.
I don't know if we can both help him or not. What's that?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Thing. I don't think Torchbearer does that.
Of course it doesn't.
What's
of course 2 people can't help 1 person. That's just that doesn't make sense.
It's again, they're making a game and they're trying to balance it in a particular way, and sometimes it means narrative things don't make sense.
Sorry, real quick. Where does the oil go? I'm actually gonna put it in my backpack, but what is it? How many?
Literally
uses?
Go wherever you want. It only costs 1
pack.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, and it's how many
2,
uses?
2 flasks of oil.
2. Okay.
Which both last
one in your
for
pocket.
3 turns each.
You're right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Eldred food.
Okay. What am I rolling?
So you're rolling your resources, but you have to add some dice. So how much of the money are you spending? You have a bunch of gold bars. You have some gold coins. It's an
David's helping me.
It's an ob2 to buy the food.
So I would just use 4 gold and then a help or something. Just because you want to overkill it so you actually get your point. I mean, we have to pay for our lifestyle after this, but it'll be easier if we all have.
Yeah, but that's only one. That's only 1 serving of food that's like food for 1 person.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
That makes.
I mean, how much money do we even have left now? We spent 4.
So I'm handing a merchant 4 whole bars of gold. It's like, thank you for my mimosas, sir.
This is all being abstracted with you. Basically, This is you selling your loot in town, getting whatever you can get for it, and then buying supplies with that loot.
We suck with our money.
Yeah. Well, we have resources of 0, so yes, literally.
Yes, that's part of it too. It's like the merchants are all ripping you off, right? Because they can.
And I guess we're dumb.
I go hunt in the woods for my food, and I preserve it myself.
I mean, you can do that, just not in the town phase.
Oh.
So you can just opt not to buy some. That's fine.
I mean, if you just want to get your resource point, you just buy some more oil, I guess.
Or wine.
But it's completely redundant to do it in the woods because that's just going to cost grind.
Yeah, you could buy oil. I mean, not oil. Wine, like Caleb said, because you drank yours. So if we need it next time,
How much
is wine? It's like 1, right?
It probably let me check. Wine is 1. Yep.
I probably should have drank my wine. That was overkill for that roll. Actually, I barely passed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Connor rolled 8 dice and failed. So
if you want to use it just one of the golden bars, that's 2 dice, and then you only need to get 1 success. You buy wine, you get a 1 resource point. Then we all have at least 1, and then Connor can pay the rest of the stuff. We can just dump XP on Connor, and he can make the rest of it.
Yes, he's good at haggling. So
I didn't do that right.
Oh yeah, you did not do that right at all.
But I passed. It was 1, right?
Oh, did you only spend one thing? Okay.
Yeah. That works.
I only rolled 1 dice.
So
yeah, that's fine.
You spent 1 of the gold bar. Well, 1d gold.
No, I only rolled 1 dice. I don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't have a resource score, did you?
David helped.
Oh, well, you can't make the roll if you. Well, is that how that works?
I don't think I can help him if he doesn't have any dice.
Yeah, I don't think that is how that works.
I assume he was spending one of the gold coins. Or something
instead.
When he rolled 1 dice.
Yeah, I deleted the 1d of stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was about to say you better be keeping track of this.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, I haven't done either. Yeah, so go ahead and do food. Now you have 1 resources too, Eldred, and so now we all have it. So, all right, Connor can go ahead and buy the rest of the stuff. We should probably all have 1 thing of food at least. Do we have to buy water? We can just fill our water.
Water is free, right? Yep.
Excellent. All right, cool. Thank goodness.
So Kagan, Ob2 for food. How much of the gold would you like to spend? You have a resource of 1 now, but
And we're all helping him with our resources?
1 person can help him, but yeah.
Dibs.
I mean, you
Here,
don't
go
get
for
tests for helping in this game, but
You do if you spend fate.
oh, that's true. Well, no, you
what?
can't spend
Yeah,
fate.
You
on
can't
this,
spend fate on help.
on other people's rolls.
It says spend 1 point to re-roll 6s is new. Dice, use a wise, or learn from helping.
Oh,
Oh,
you're right. That's cool.
yeah. Okay,
Huh.
cool. You learn something new
Well,
every
nice. I guess I'll help you on the next one.
day. Okay, so yeah, how much are you spending, Kagan? You'll have 1 dice against Ob 2 so far. There's a bunch of
cool
gold
way to, I
bars.
actually like that. It's a cool way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Usually something else to do with fate if you don't roll a 6.
Yeah.
Can you say the roll again?
It's an Ob 2. You currently have 1 die.
Ob 2.
And then Jared's giving you 1 dice so you can decide how much money you want to spend to improve that.
Yeah, just tell me how much you're
Oh,
spending.
but you also have 1. So he has 2 dice.
That's true. You do get a help from Jared. So you're starting with 2 dice against Op 2. So do you want to just spend another 2 dice?
How many other rolls do we need to make?
Well, we should.
At
we
least
bought 1 thing
2
of food.
more.
Yeah, we should have 3 things
For
of food. So
food.
you need to buy 1, and then we need to buy another 1. And that should be it. And then we have to make our actual livelihood things, but we should probably cut food off there. So this one and then 1 more.
Well, 2 more.
How about
Eldra didn't spend money. She didn't buy food. She bought wineskin.
Oh, you're right. Crap.
Yeah.
how about we do? How about I put 2 into this one and 2 into the next one? The next one is going to be an Ob 2 as well, right?
They're all going to be Ob
Yeah,
2.
but you'll have a higher score in the next one as long as you succeed this one.
That's true.
Just so you know, you only need 1 to get to 2. So,
Spend 2.
I'll put 2 in this one then.
yeah, just to be safe. Do you have fate points?
I believe I still have 1
Right.
fate point. I can't.
Just in case you got a 6 and you can
Yeah.
roll it.
Yep. Sound good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how much money we have. Oh, thank
There you go.
goodness.
All right.
Okay, I'm back again.
Kagan now has resources of 2.
Woo!
Congrats.
As do I.
So do you, yeah. As long as you spend fate.
Oh, yeah, as long as you spend
Yeah.
fate. Yeah.
All right, now we can do it again. This time you have 2, and I'm going to help you. So you start out with 3 dice.
Start with 3 dice. Are you going to spend another 2 for this one?
Maybe just spend 1, because then you'll have 4 anyways.
Yeah, I think that's probably.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'm just exiting these off as I.
I mean, in terms of odds,
It's not bad.
Yeah,
this seems like a safe bet.
And you have fate. So, yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, mark a
And now
pass.
I also have a 2 resources.
Congrats, guys.
We should sell one of our large sacks.
Oh wait, I mark a pass. I don't add it again.
Large
I see.
sacks are worth nothing.
What?
Two-
But they cost 2. They cost 2 to buy.
Yes, but they aren't loot. You
Lame.
can't sell them again. No one wants your useless
Okay.
adventuring junk. They just sell it to you. Okay, cool. So then 1 more rations need to be bought, so for everybody to have.
Yeah.
Theirs.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that again, Kagan, just because you're the
And
money guy.
I'll help you and spend another fate because I have nothing else to spend it on.
Well, you could just save it for whenever we go adventuring and you need to reroll stuff.
Dude,
Because
I have so many of those.
This is Jared we're talking about, David.
Plus, I'm going to be getting some at the end of this as well.
Well, right, but
And plus, we're going to just leave town and come back and level up.
so here's the other thing, though. In order to increase your resources from 2 to 3, you also have to fail once.
So if Connor fails the roll and I spend the fate point, I get a fail.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how I assume it works.
Sure, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. Never mind. Go do what you want. It's fine.
Yeah. So how much are you spending this time, Kagan?
So now you've got 3 dice starting. Oh, I think that was
Because someone's still helping me.
Yeah, and you have 2 now. So
And the ob is
3
still 2.
2.
still 2.
So maybe just do 1 again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like the
$1
bet.
do. How often, hit average every time, right? That's math.
Yeah. Whew.
Hey. All right. So we
So-
have enough food. All our water is full. We have oil. We have 1 thing of wine. We're probably good.
Should I
much-
put oil on my thing as well? Or How many things of oil do we have right now?
I bought 1 oil, you bought 1 oil, right?
I don't have an oil.
Kagan bought 1 oil, you bought wine.
And Kagan already had oil.
So should we get 1 more oil?
It is cheap right now.
only 1 person needs light. Like we were just using my lantern.
Well, it was just
I don't really know.
The only reason we split it out was so 1 person wouldn't have to carry all the oil. Because oil doesn't last that long.
No, so you get 2 uses, and a use lasts 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's not a lot. I still have 1 round left in my lantern.
Yeah. All right, let's see how much gold we have left first. Okay, we have between us the shared gold. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 10 total Ds left. So let's spend 1 more gold on oil, and then we'll split the rest. We each get 3 to do whatever we want with. How's that sound?
Makes sense to me.
Well, David's not here, so I'm just going to assume, yeah. I'm just going to assume one of you is helping me. And what's the ob for oil?
1.
Oh, I won't even spend a D because I'll have 3.
Yep.
Sorry, what's going on?
I'm not even going to spend a D for oil because I'm just going to have 3.
How much money do we have left?
Yeah, we have 10 in the public.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
you healing us saved a buttload of money.
All right, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Well, gosh, I mean, if we have that much, we might be able to buy another round of food because we kind of ran out of food at the end of the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't starve, but we kind of ran out of food.
It's somewhat. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
We also ran out of
then we'll
water.
have to have more water. I mean, I had plenty of water that I was like sharing it around, but
yeah, but I think even yours ran out. I drank a charge of holy water last time.
That's true.
And I was still hungry when I came back.
Mhm.
So, but what do you have? You have like a jar?
I have a jug that has 3 drinks.
Oh, but the water skin has 3 drinks.
No, the water skin has 1 drink.
Is 1.
And what was I drinking the whole time?
You drink
from
you
Eldridge
drink your
Struggle.
wineskin. You drink once from my jug, and then you drink your holy water.
Oh, all right. Well, how much is a jug?
A jug is, I don't know. Ob 1.
Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like it can't be more than that.
Oh, okay. I'll help you.
Yeah, thanks. What does it take to carry that?
It is carried 1, pack 3.
I always carry it. That's why I'm always carrying it.
Have a jug in your hand, yeah. The whole time.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Oscalad has a shield and a spear,
Yeah.
so he can't carry it around.
Right. I have a back.
You could get a bottle Oscalad, which is holds 2 draughts, and it's still Ob 1, but it's pack 2.
Oh, okay. Does pack 2 mean it has to go in a backpack, basically?
Well, it's carried 1 pack. Carried 1 pack 2. Yeah, it can't go in a belt, but it can go in any sack or backpack.
Okay. Oh well. I mean, I will do that because right now I don't have room for it. As soon as I get rid of Shadow Pearl thing, then I will. So,
okay.
So I'll buy a flask. I'm not gonna spend any gold because I get 3 dice without any money. If I have help, so which Jared so kindly and selflessly offered me. So let's see.
What's a diadem?
It's like a necklace, gem necklace.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a diadem.
Or actually, it might be like a tiara. Let me check.
Oh, I mean, it's on my neck.
It's like a tiara.
Oh, well, it's on my neck.
That's fine. I mean, you're probably just wearing it as a
fancy.
necklace, right? It's just like a...
Okay.
So I got a bottle.
Cool.
With 2. My holy water flasks are only 1 and they hold 3. but I don't know. I don't know. They must not count as the same kind of.
I don't think you're supposed to drink them.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think so either. So I'm gonna delete the Shadow Pearl thing out of my inventory so I have room for the other stuff because I'm planning on getting rid of it.
Yeah. So are you planning on just like
So-
going to like the temple in town basically and giving
Yeah.
it to them?
Yeah.
Let me double check and see if there is one in a busy Crossroads. Sometimes they aren't. There's like certain things that are only available in.
Right. Yeah. I feel like a church is like the first thing that makes a hamlet.
Yeah,
mean
probably.
something.
They probably have one. They have a shrine. Yes.
Okay. Cool. I
So-
give them a cool new gem for all the people to come and rub.
So shrine. Let's roll a d6. The Lords of Valor and Terror. Or sorry, the sagas. Wait, I need to check my notes on
Jeez.
this.
Oh, maybe these aren't the right people to give.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I rolled on the like table it gives you for like what lords inhabit this shrine, but I also changed. Yeah, so the saga of valor and terror is the saga that's worshipped at this shrine.
Now, does that mean that the people who worship here are also like meatheads who want to murder people, or are they like
again
they just like
valor and terror? So I think the idea with all of the sagas is that they are well, not all of them, but many of them they're like dualistic, right? So it's like this is the saga that teaches you about valor and terror, right?
Okay.
And so there are probably some people who do worship them for the terror, right? For the bad part of it. But there's also people, most of the people probably are like, it's about valor.
Well, these guys aren't wearing like skulls around their neck or
They're
whatever.
not,
I'm
no.
gonna give it to them. Yeah. They're like, hey, this was super dangerous. It made a guy murder all of his friends. And his eyes glowed red. So
as a point,
technically
the sword did that, not the gem.
But it did make his eyes
It did
glow red.
make
Or no,
Kagan's eyes glow blue.
It made Kagan's eyes go blue, yeah. All right, so I handed to him like this was on a shrine in the temple full of undead. And it made my companion's eyes go blue. And he started doing some weird magic stuff before I punched him in the face. So I suggest you take care with it and probably don't let anybody walk off with it because it seems dangerous. Maybe just bury it somewhere. I don't know. It's up to you. There you
go. Do you want to make a theologian test?
Sure.
For this to be an offering to the immortals or to the sagas?
Oh, sure. What happens if I fail?
So doing this will increase your lifestyle cost by 1. So up to you. If failed, you roll there's an omen table.
Oh,
so
I only have 2 theologian. That's probably not worth it.
I help him.
No, yeah, it's cool. I think I'll just give it to them, and I'm like, I don't even know if it's a fitting.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I just wanted to give you the option in case you wanted to do it.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So do that.
Cool.
I actually have to run to the bathroom. So.
Yeah. Anything else we need to buy here as we're wrapping up?
I think I'm good.
Are we able to store our gold safely for next time we come back? The leftovers, or is that just
that's like a whole thing. You'd have to find somewhere to store them. Right? Like it's that could be the next thing you guys do is make a base in the wilderness and dig a hole and put all your treasure in there, right?
I don't trust that. Okay, well, we should divvy it. So I don't have all of it.
I think there's 8 left now. No, 10. Yeah, David didn't spend any there.
10.
So there's still 10 left.
Yeah. So I think David and I should each get 3, and Connor should get 4. Since I got the sword, he got the gem. So that's fair. So
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. There's nothing else town-wise that needs to happen here. Yeah, so let's see, cashing in. Yeah, you guys were basically spending the loot without trading it for coins. You were just plopping gold bars on people's desks and whatnot. So you didn't have to. There's actually an exchange rate or something you have to pay. A little tithe you have to pay if you try to exchange all your loot in into actual coins.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did recovery.
What does armor do for us? Are there any negatives to having anything above leather?
I don't know. Let's see.
Where's the item? No armor. There is no armor.
The only thing it says is it's probably just like a space thing, right? Like that's what I'm seeing. It's just like it's worn 2, right, for plate. Because it's the only different there's chain armor, leather armor, and plate armor. Leather is cheaper, but doesn't give like the armor dice or whatever like the other two do. Chain armor is ob 3, worn torso 1, and has like an armor die that you can spend to like deflect things. And then plate armor is ob 4, and that's torso 2.
Okay, so I could get chain armor.
Yep, ob 3.
Okay. Can I sell my old armor? Is that how that works to get like an extra D?
I don't think so. I think it's typically considered that most of your gear is not saleable.
What if Connor rolls a haggle roll to make the ob go down one? And I'll roll a manipulate roll, kind of like playing up the fact it's kind of, do like the whole gamer girl bathwater aspect, be like sexy adventure sweat armor.
Oh my goodness gracious. I don't think that's like a thing you can do.
But if it's smart, the game said it works, and that's a proven business strategy. IRL.
It's true, but
there would be some creep who'd want to buy my stinky armor.
Kagan can make a haggling roll.
Just shaking his head.
Kagan can make a roll if he would like to try to haggle that into existence. But that's up to Kagan.
I do not think Kagan would consider this idea in the slightest.
Well, you wouldn't be coming up with that part. You'd be haggling, and then I'd throw that in with the manipulate.
Oh, you want to just like buy something and throw that in for extra coin? It still probably doesn't seem like a thing Kagan would do.
I'll do it for the content.
Yes.
Yeah, let's say ob 2. Same ob for before.
Just roll haggle but with a +1.
Yeah. Ob 2.
Ob 2?
Mm-hmm. This is very nice. And this is probably more like this is literally a Fey being, right? Of course you want this is like Fey made armor, maybe,
So then the ob will be a 2 to get my chainmail then.
No, you just get an extra die.
Oh, I get an extra die. Okay.
Yeah.
So right. So and I assume Connor is here, so he's gonna help me with the resource roll.
Sure.
Right, so that's 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
For the armor. I'm still ob 3, and I guess I'll do two of my dice. With my gold coins. So I have 1 left. So that's oh crap, I lost count. Oh, for my firstborn trait. That's because I'm a Fey being.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I don't even need to. I'll spend 1D then. So.
Did you take that off already, Jared? Did you just do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of for myself, not for anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's
all right, cool.
3.
Jared's buying some chain mail.
That was still almost a fail. Yeah, you I had to do some hard haggling with Caleb.
Well, you spent a bunch of money though, huh?
No, I used my trait. Connor helped me, and Connor rolled a haggle roll along with my manipulator roll.
Wait, I thought
basically what what Jared offered was the way he phrased it was, can I get my put my leather armor up as part of the thing here and have it be like Bella Delphine sort of like, it was worn by this sexy adventurer, has my sweat on it, right?
So you're an e-girl and you're selling your bathwater in
Yes.
exchange for chainmail.
That's basically what he said, but
Lost
I twisted
all my
it.
respect for you, Eldred. No, kidding.
I shifted it into you're an elf and they'll want like elf armor. So
You're an elf, Harry.
yeah. So Kagan made a roll to like argue that with the person. Like, no, you definitely want this. This is worth something. So so basically he got 1 die of cash for it.
Okay.
What do helmets do?
I don't know. Let's check.
I mean, you realize if you put on a coat of chainmail, you'll probably like instantly die the moment you touch water, right? Like
It's not that heavy.
Helmets absorb 1 point of damage.
I know it's not. Oh yeah, no, I forgot how armor.
Once you use your helmet to absorb damage, it is lost, damaged, or destroyed at the game master's discretion. So like
how much does it cost?
As opposed to armor, it just automatically gets like lost.
Okay.
Helmets cost up to.
That may as well.
No, is there a downside to wearing armor?
It just costs a lot and takes up a bunch of space in your like inventory. Like especially like plate mail, it like is torso 2.
Okay.
But yeah, it doesn't list anything automatically that I can see for like swimming.
Okay.
Maybe they're
slow you down.
It's possible those are in the skills themselves as factors, right? Like if you look at it, it's like if you're wearing armor.
Oh, you can't have a backpack on and wear it.
Basically.
Okay.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I remember looking at that and being like, I'll never have armor. So I just couldn't remember why.
Yeah, because you're the mule of the party. So yeah.
Right, yeah. Although theoretically, I should probably have the armor and you should probably have the backpack, but whatever.
I think the implication is that Oskalad has the like Lords of the Saga of Labor or whatever as his spell. So like, you know, that's kind of his
in
thing,
character it makes sense.
Yeah.
Mechanically, it'd probably be better if I had armor, but I also don't really care for armor in this game too much. So I think
you could just set your you set your backpack down all the time, right? Can you just carry it, or does it have to be?
No, yeah, you can't carry a backpack.
Yeah.
It has to be on your back.
Right. Yeah. Plus, I have my spear and shield. The only reason I dropped my backpack. The only reason I dropped my backpack is because you get penalties to combat otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Any other thing that people want to buy? Keep in mind that you guys still need to make your lifestyle obstacles, so you might want to keep some gold around for that.
Oh yeah.
Do we have? No, it was like a regular sword, right? That we got in the.
Yeah, I mean, there were some like weapons in the forge or whatever that you found, but they were like normal weapons.
But yeah, David, you have 3 gold to spend, and Connor has 4. I have 1 left in the communal pool. And Connor, you have your whatever private gold as well. You just have 3 or 4 in the communal. I decided since I got the cool sword and you got to be the goody 2-shoes with the gem, Connor could have 4. We could have 3.
Okay, so unless someone wants to buy anything else, the only other thing before the lifestyle obstacle roll is if you cared to dredge up some rumors. So the thing is, right now, you guys have no leads to go off of to do adventuring again, right? Technically, I think probably what's also happening here is Oskalad's going back to the town guard that like he talked to, and again, Oskalad like offered to do this on a volunteer basis as part of like his religion. So the guard wasn't going to pay you for doing this. So like you go back to him and you just tell him like danger averted. Like they're all the zombies are dead.
We didn't get paid for this.
No, the idea was you guys knew there was going to be treasure already in there, and he was like, take whatever you need. Like that's all yours now. Like scavenging rights. That's your payment. Okay. And so, yeah, you probably say that, and he's like, zombies, what?
Yeah.
But you're like, no, they're all gone. And we're not going to tell you about the strange eldritch altar we found, or the gem I gave away to the shrine in your town. None of that's going to be mentioned.
I mean, I'll tell him about the gem. I don't care.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah.
But then, yeah, basically the idea would be like, what's the plan next for you guys? Because you could just, I guess, go wander around, right, looking for something. But the other option would be to dredge for rumors.
Wait. Oh, oops.
What'd you buy?
I'm buying some food.
Okay.
I'm just using one of the gold. I'm keeping track of it on here.
Cool.
My own gold. So I'm just gonna eat it. But it's more than one use thing. So
4.
Are we? I didn't put my food that we bought anywhere.
Oh, oops.
Oh yeah, make sure it can fit on your sheet there.
Yeah, why
We
do
might have
food
we have more gold than I thought.
Oh.
Because I didn't realize I could scroll down.
Oh.
And there was more gold. I have the third large sack. Now
Mhm.
I'm confused. Okay.
I think it's accurate now.
Hey, do you have any room in your
So
anything? Anyone? I literally don't have anywhere
I
to
have
put.
one extra then, according to this.
On your satchel, yeah.
Right. So if you guys want to look at mine, the left one, the left large sack is mine. The right large sack is your guys's.
Why do you have the sword in the sack? Does it have a
'Cause I
pack? Does it have a pack?
don't.
Did I list that?
No.
Because it might have one. I want to make sure it actually does before you can just stick it in a sack.
Wait, so explain what's happening here, Jared.
Okay, so on my character sheet, since I was tasked with doing it, the
Sure.
remaining gold between you and Connor is in the right sack, the rightmost
Okay.
large sack, and the leftmost one is mine.
Bless you. Okay, so there's 7 gold here.
So yeah, and Connor got 4, you got 3.
Oh, but you already told us that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. All right, go ahead and delete.
So Jared, a sword is carried 1, belt 1, or wielded 1. It does not have a pack. Listed,
Okay,
so
we just need to say
Again,
screw that because you could
no.
put a sword in a bag.
No, the bag is too small. These are sacks. These are not. It's literally a 6-foot long sword, dude.
Okay, well, it was in the minecart then.
Yeah, it was in the minecart, but I'm saying like if you're carrying it around,
6 foot, right?
yeah, it's long.
Long. Okay. Yeah.
You like if Eldred is going to continue carrying this around, she needs to have it on her belt or something because you can't have it in a sack.
Well, I don't have room on my belt. It's belt 1, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Black sword.
I was going to say, you can move your wineskin to a pack.
I'm going to put all my food in your sack, okay?
No
sack? With you? Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to bring that into the dungeon, this is essentially the minecart.
Yeah,
the 2 large
sacks in the
right
minecart, yeah.
How many sacks?
Right.
Wait, okay.
You had 3.
No, the minecart could carry 3
had
sacks?
2. No, the minecart had 2 sacks, and then you had the 1 sack that was your
Yep.
own. Yeah.
So the left one is my sack, my personal sack, and the other 2 are the minecart. So once we get to the actual dungeon, you'll have to take those out of the large sack unless we want to bring the minecart into the next dungeon.
Yeah. And as long as you have the donkey with you, you can carry this extra stuff. It's just that you'll have to find a place for the donkey to go every time, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah.
It'll be helpful for like camp and whatnot because we can just hey, we camp when we have food now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't have anywhere I can put. I mean,
yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just
I don't need to carry my
work.
trinkets because I'm literally not going to use them in a dungeon ever. Or that's actually not true. I'm not going to use the silver lancet in a dungeon probably ever.
Yeah.
Because we just use it to recover from angry, and I basically can't make the roll. So I'm actually gonna put my my trinket in here, and then put one of the rations in my thing, because then we'll have it in wherever the donkey's at. So it's not like I'll lose it, but I mean until I lose it. But someone runs off.
What can be worn on the hands, Caleb, and what benefits does it give?
Let's check.
And same with feet, I guess, while we're here.
Garlic, sacramentals, spell materials, and that is it.
Oh.
Well, there might be some extra stuff actually in the extra stuff.
Like gloves?
I mean, yes, but they would have to be so leather gloves are a thing you can buy. I don't know if they do anything particularly, but you technically can get like magical leather gloves sometime. And
oh yeah, that's why I want to know, because I have enchanting.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
How much do leather gloves cost?
They are ob 2. They grant +1 die to tests to resist heat or injury from work, as well as +1 die to laborer tests. However, they impose a +1 ob factor for actions like spellcasting, shooting, or carving. So these are like
That's
thick
really
leather. These are like
This-
thick leather working gloves.
Okay, so archery would suffer a minus
Yes.
from those?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
What
these
about
aren't like archery gloves; they're
shoes?
like thick leather work gloves.
Right.
Well, are there archery gloves?
No, I mean if they are, they don't give you any
Okay.
benefit. You know,
Okay.
it's just,
what
it
about
would just be part of your
shoes?
clothing.
I should probably get going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we-
do-
The only thing I wanted to ask is, would you guys want to dredge up for rumors, like to find somewhere else to go, or because I mean technically you could go back to the Tomb of the Sorcerer King and try to
there's nothing
search
else
out
to
any
do
nooks and
there,
crannies that you like missed or something. But
yeah.
besides
we should
that,
probably do that next session though.
but it's
Look
part
for
of the town
secrets.
stuff because it increases your lifestyle cost, which is why it's just a roll. So we can just make the roll real quick and then move on.
What do you do? What's the role? What kind of role is it?
Let me find it. Rumors. So you go to the tavern. The first drink at a tavern removes the hungry and thirsty condition. The first drink also earns a roll on the tavern rumors table found in the town events chapter of this book.
You have to pay for it
It is +1 lifestyle cost. Yes, that is it.
to everybody or just one person?
Just the one person who's doing it, right? This is like one character doing
What
it.
is? Yeah, what's the skill?
Well, I
'Cause
don't.
I'll do
I don't
it
think it's a skill at all.
if-
You just you pay for a drink and you listen to rumors, right?
Did we lose him?
What?
Did it pause or something?
I don't know if I cut out or you did, but I only caught a little bit of that.
It's not a roll. It's just you pay for the drink and you get the free
Oh, okay.
like rumor.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all. it is.
Then yeah, well, I will do that then because then I don't have to eat. The
Yes,
thing
that's
of
true.
rations
Yeah.
that I bought.
Perfect.
If that's okay, but nobody else has hungry, right? Anymore? I mean,
I don't
I
think
got
so,
it
no.
back, right? Yeah, I got it back from when I was trying to do stuff and it didn't work. All right, so cool. Thank you. So
I'm
what's
trying
the
to find-
role?
Yeah, I'm trying to find
Oh.
the table here. Tavern rumors table, town events chapter. Okay. Yeah, and then we just make the lifestyle rolls, and then we'll be done. Here we go. Tavern rumors. Roll 3d6. 12.
Oh,
Ooh, it's a job offer.
hey,
You meet people, farmers, guildsmen, priests, or nobility, looking for short-term muscle. 2, choose 1. Bolster a steading, drive off some troublesome monsters, investigate a mysterious happening, recover something from a recently overrun holding, safeguard travelers, settle a score, or reestablish contact with someplace lost. I'll go ahead and choose that probably like in between
yeah.
next time, but you basically you found a person who's wanting to hire you for a job. There are other options that would be a lot less specific rumors or less specific leads.
Yeah.
But this is a person coming to you for a job, so we can figure out that
Sweet.
out next time. But now everybody just go ahead and make their lifestyle rolls, and we'll call it a session.
Okay. Is there gonna be a chance
So-
next time to do like last minute things that won't affect that?
I mean, yeah, as long as you're not increasing your lifestyle obstacle, that's fine.
Yeah, no, there were just a couple enchanting rolls I wanted to do potentially.
Those would increase your lifestyle.
What?
Yeah, you'd be like spending time doing this.
Oh.
So my lifestyle's 3, right? Because it's 2 from
Yep.
the inn. The only extra thing I did was the beer.
Yep. Same with Kagan. Kagan has 3. Eldred, I think, just still has 2. Because I don't think she ever increased it. All she
Increase
did was
what?
your lifestyle
Alright.
cost. I think the only thing you ever did was like sell things or buy things. So yeah, for you, it's an ob 2 resources test to pay your bill.
Can we help each other? How does that work?
I don't think so for this one. That probably doesn't make sense because you're rolling for your own tab. I'm not honestly. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm actually not even sure you can help with resources. It's not explicitly stated in the game, but it's fine. Like it's fine. We already did, but I'll have to
Yeah.
double check that.
I'm gonna quick try and buy some plate.
Instead
I
of
failed. All right, my
Wait.
resources is now
What?
3.
Okay,
I
sounds
don't
good.
think you want to fail.
You will also get the angry condition.
Wait, what?
Is that it? Is that all that happens if you fail?
Well, if you fail, I get to choose either a twist and you don't get the thing and something bad happens, or you get the thing in a condition.
This
Right?
was to buy armor.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Yep.
I
So
didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, well, you decided to make the roll anyway.
Gosh,
So
darn it. Well, okay, I'm just gonna drink my wine and then do the will.
Well, so that increase your. That might increase your thing. How many things?
I
did you
don't know.
recover from?
I have a free one because of my. My
did you not spend the free one for the inn?
I think you said a belief in instinct. What's your instinct?
Oh wait, where is my instinct? A healthy mind and body is integral to survival.
Very good. Okay.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Although theoretically, you could apply it to literally every condition,
Exactly.
couldn't you? I feel like maybe that's
Well, we can revisit this at a later time, but I'll for now.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead and make the test real quick, and then we can. For you, Oscalite, it's an op 3 resources if you want to muster up your dice. There's still 10. There's still 10, right? There's still 10 dice to work with.
I did mine.
Oh, you did it? Nice. Perfect.
Yeah, I just have to delete my gold out of Eldred's bag now. Oh, geez. Sorry, I don't want to mess it. When you're done with your roll, Jared, can you delete the 2 gold or the 2 gold bar thing that was mine that's left?
Did you spend 3?
Yeah, I have total spent 3. I deleted the coin already, and then one of the 2 will die gold bars.
Okay, so just delete 1
spent.
2D. Okay.
Yeah.
So Eldred, did you actually want to get the plate mail or not?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to roll.
Yeah, I'd say figure.
But she was just thinking, oh, this would be such a good gift for what's his face?
Oh, sure. Yeah, for Oscalad.
Oscalad. Yeah.
Cool. Connor, are you there? Otherwise, I'll just roll for you.
He's not there.
Yeah. He took
So
off.
resources 2.
Let's see. Does he have any? Well, how much treasure is there still left?
Connor has 4, and I have
Okay.
I technically have 4 because of my pocket gold. But
how much do you think Connor should spend? He's rolling
I
2
spent
dice
2 on
against
mine. That seems like
2 makes sense. I'll just do that.
Still have 4. Yeah,
There you go.
reasonably succeed. Cool. We actually got average or above average rolls in all of our buying stuff, which was insane.
Yep. All right, so I'll just go ahead and delete this gold off of his sheet.
Can I use firstborn for my resources?
Do you want to delete the two die of gold off the sack there, Eldred?
So there should only be 1 2 die gold bar left.
You want me to do it? Okay.
In our sack. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All
right. Yeah, let's do Artha.
I still have to roll my resources.
Oh, you haven't done your lifestyle yet.
Can I do firstborn?
No. I don't think that makes sense here.
That makes so much sense. I don't remember what it does, but,
but it makes sense. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. How much should I spend, David? I've got 3.
Well, you got 3 difficulty?
I have 3. No, I have 2 difficulty, but I'm rolling 3.
You have 3 resources?
Yeah.
Oh, I also put 2 over mine. That's sort of so I would just do 1, and then you'd have 5 over 3, right? That's what I did.
Do this.
Do you have?
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I shouldn't have spent that gold. Oh well.
All right, cool. So, anyone act on their belief today?
No.
So what is everybody's beliefs? We didn't.
Mine is about redeeming the lost, basically. It's definitely. No.
Kagan wants to know how the world is going to end. He didn't go after the Eldritch Gem, so.
Right. Yeah.
Working towards your goal.
My goal was to address our sickness, which we did.
Yep. So you can get a persona point for it.
Mine was get the treasure back to town.
Oops.
That is not a valid goal because there was no roll.
There was a roll. I had to fix the donkey.
You're right. Yes.
That's a persona.
Yes.
Fix the donkey. What do you ever do to you?
We should hire a guy to hold our stuff for us.
A
That's
donkey.
a porter.
Okay.
And I think we can just make Kagan's goal like, recover from being injured or whatever, or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Something that
That
he
was
did.
basically our out of character goal. So that makes sense.
So we can use persona there. Oops, I just clicked on that.
Me too.
And then benefiting from your instinct. I think multiple people did that.
I did.
Yep,
yeah.
Sure.
Kagan didn't, but you guys did. So fate points for both of you.
Woo.
And then let's see. I think that is it. Most valuable player and teamwork. I'm thinking probably Kagan got MVP because he was just trying to heal everything, and
Yeah.
You mean Eska?
Yeah.
as because Connor left the Zoom call, you're now Kagan in the overlay. So yeah.
Why did he leave?
I don't know. No.
Oh, all right. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so Oscalad, you can get that, and
Thanks.
then
Wait, is that Fate Persona?
That's Persona, and then what we could probably give.
Awesome.
I'm thinking we probably give Kagan Teamworker because he did all that like haggling and stuff for Eldred and whatnot. So another Persona there, and they are actually marked on his sheet now. So, all right, cool. Well, thanks for staying a little bit later, there, David. It would have been very weird to like end in the middle of the town phase and stuff. So yeah, glad we got all that done. But yeah,
I get the humor one for my gamer girl bathwater.
Oh, sure, Jared. I think that counts as gallows humor. We all wanted to die after that one. So.
Yeah, that's fair. What is that? What is that one?
It's a
Persona or Fate?
Yeah, it's Fate.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
All right, cool. That's Laughing Shall We Die. Thanks for playing, guys. We'll be back next time. Adios.